we have to do. It looks like chat. Are we good, ladies and gentlemen? Are we frozen? Are we frozen, ladies and gentlemen? Can you see me? Are we lagging? There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Vincent, thank you for the live on air. Hunter, thank you for the resubscription. Now we're good. Okay, I apologize for the intermittent lag spike there. My Wi-Fi disconnected, but we're back now. So for everybody tuning in, we are going to go ahead and hop right into the debate. It's got a little bit of a new topic today. If you think being a lesbian is wrong, make sure to hop in that queue, and we're going to use the term lesbian to kind of reference all members that are non-straight. So, all right, we got our first guest of the night loading up into the stream. Let's go ahead and just give them a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck you,
what is
D,
going on?
bitch
How
ass
old are
nigga.
you?
Fuck you, bitch ass nigga, D, nigga.
Hey, real quick, I just want to
You
verify.
Trump 2024.
Hey! Are you
Trump
black?
2024.
Ali, are you black?
2024. Trump.
Obviously, he's not going to answer a question. I mean, I was going to kick him for using the slur unless he was black. I wanted to try to calm him down and have a conversation with him because then, you know, he could say the N-word. But he didn't answer, so we're just going to kick him and move on. Hello, Pringle. How old are you?
Hey, Dean, I just want to say I love your content, man. Sorry.
I appreciate you, Pringle. See, really like polar opposites right there, ladies and gentlemen. We are off to a running start, guys. I don't know what to tell you. We are off to a running start. Hello. How old are you?
Dino,
hi. How old are you?
I'm 49.
You're 49. Phenomenal. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I don't think it's wrong or right, really.
Boom! Then you're deleted off the stream because we are just looking to learn from the last guys. Quite frankly. Apparently there's some lag. Give me 10 seconds. I'm gonna fix it.
Hello? Can you hear me? What the heck?
There we go, gentlemen. The lag should be fixed, guys. I just reconnected my phone to TikTok. The lag should be good. What's going on, Dave? How old are you?
I'm 23 and I'm from Germany and I'm supporting you too. I just wanted to say that. So
Dave,
keep doing your thing, man. We love you out here. So
I love you, Dave. I love you, Dave. I love you, Dave, from Germany. Thank you for coming up here and showing your appreciation. The lag's gone, chat. The lag's gone. Everybody, the lag's gone. But okay, we just need to set some ground rules for the queue right now before we do move on. So if you are in the queue, you gotta fit a couple criterias. Okay, the first criteria: be at least 18 years old. Rami, thank you so much for the love. And Josh, thank you for the fast cheers. The second criteria: be homophobic. Think that being lesbian is wrong. The third criteria: be open for a debate. Okay, so if you don't fit those three criteria, if you're not here to debate as a homophobe that's an adult, leave the queue. However, I do love you all. So we're gonna go ahead and move on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what our next guest, Mr. Gage, has to say, ladies and gentlemen. We got him loading up into the queue, quite frankly. Hello, Gage. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Oh, hey.
Hey, man.
I want to ask you first to just like clarify what do you think makes it like inherently right?
So I don't think that I associate rightness or wrongness with being a lesbian. I think it just is. I don't think that morality is attached to it at all. Tissanat, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. But once again, Mr. Gage, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I don't think that it's natural.
Oh, well, shit, I just should have kept you up here. Gage, hop back in the queue, and I'm going to have a conversation with you. I'm done with all the people not answering the question, so I automatically opted to kick you, but I would have happily had a debate with you. My apologies, chat. He didn't tell me that he thought it was wrong. Auto muscle memory kicked in, and then he got kicked out. Hello, Joker. Do you think being lesbian is wrong? Delia,
yes, I think it's wrong.
Okay, all right, man. So why is that?
I think if everybody would be gay, then
Did you say lesbian instead of gay? It's just like TikTok, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I mean lesbian, because you can't get. Sorry for my English. I'm not from US, so
no worries.
I think if you're lesbian or if you're gay or whatever, and you can get children in a natural way, I think that's wrong, and that makes it wrong.
Yeah, of course. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's morally wrong to be infertile?
No.
If everybody alive on this planet today was infertile, Where would humanity be in 100 years?
It will go instinct.
And wasn't the reason and example that you gave me insofar as why it's wrong to be a lesbian the logically identical scenario?
Yeah, but when you can't get children due to, let's say, being infertile, that's not the same thing as being with somebody that you know it's impossible to get a child with.
Oh, of
You know what I
course. You know what?
That's
You
what I
point
mean.
out a big difference. That's right, sir. Let me ask you a question. Is it wrong for me to marry an infertile woman?
No.
Oh, well, you fucked yourself over again.
But listen, Dean, what my argument is that, like, I'm not talking about specific.
Luca, thank you
Like,
for the $3 on Venmo.
the majority of people, you're not infertile,
Yep.
okay?
Yep. And the
Right.
majority of people aren't lesbian. I mean, dude, okay. No, listen, you fucked yourself over. You've caught yourself in a contradiction, and there's nothing that you could do about it. You told me that the reason it's wrong to be lesbian is because these people are intentionally engaging in intercourse and being with a partner that they know they'll never be able to quote unquote naturally reproduce with. But then you turn around and you tell me that it's not wrong for me to be with an infertile woman. Literally, take two women, put them together. You think it's wrong because they can't have babies. Replace one of those women with an infertile man. Still can't have babies, but you no longer think it's wrong. He got disconnected for hate speech. Okay, here's the thing, chat. So for the 5.2 thousand people in here, I want to point something out to you. I don't want to do the politic-based lives every day talking to people that voted for Trump, right? It's been a while that I've been doing those every day. After a while, you like to see something different. You like to see the topic switched up. You like to see new content, but here's the issue. Our stream gets taken down whenever we do anything else. We just got a flag for hate speech, and in fact, last week when I ran this topic, we got a week ban on our account. TikTok won't let us have discussions with homophobes. I was running abortion too. You know what happened? It got taken down for like some crazy shit. TikTok won't let us talk about abortion. The only safe topic that we can reliably run is politics. So for anybody curious why people like me, people like Parker, people like other creators that spoke so long about how we were going to re-engage with these social issues after the election, have stayed on the election, have stayed on politics, is because when we try to do this, we lose our goddamn accounts. And we already got the flag for the day, so we're already done. But I don't want to go right back to politics quite yet. Before we do, I want to give you guys an opportunity to tell me what you want to see. And I could kind of help give you some ideas. Brooke, thank you for the 25 cents on Venmo. Do you want to do abortion? What do you want to do? Just give me a couple ideas. Emily, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate you for the love. Religion? Oh well, we'll get around to religion soon. We'll get around to religion soon. We just gotta trust the process here. Abortion, phenomenal. All right, well, let's see what backgrounds I just have preloaded here. I have a bunch made, and I save them all to my favorites, so they're pretty easy to just kind of click on. Let's just click on this one. Why is abortion wrong in the first trimester? So there right now is 62 people in our guest requests. If you are sitting in our guest requests right now and you don't think that abortion is wrong in the first trimester, just leave. Just leave the queue, okay? Typically, when we do a topic switch midway through this stream, there's like a good 10 to 20 minutes with the same people coming up that were in for the last topic saying, I think being a lesbian's wrong. Can you please debate me on it, even though you switched the topic? So just leave the queue. Tessonat, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. But, I feel as if we've given it a sufficient amount of time. We're going to go ahead and pull up our first guest of the night. Abortion, Palestine, feminism. Great topics, you guys. right, everybody just do give us a minute to get our first guest of the night up in here. We have Jackie Sullivan loading in. Feminism? I'm kind of feeling a feminist topic. Like, I don't really know if this one's going to yield the best debate. It's like, hey, what's going on? Do you think that abortion's wrong in the first trimester? Okay. You're going to hop in the queue, then you're going to accept the request to join, then just sit there and be quiet? Oh, man, rough, okay? Yeah. Listen, hey, what's going on? Do you think that abortion is wrong in the first trimester?
Kill yourself, nigga. I'm gonna rape you up your anus, bitch.
Okay, all right. You know what? I have a better idea than this. Everybody give me a minute. Everybody give me a minute. I have a better idea than this. Let's see what I can pull out of my hat. Do give me a second. I have to find it on my camera roll, so boom. Look at that. Here's our topic for the day. Why are men better at leading than women? Oh, now this one will be fun. This one will be fun. This one will be fun. This is one of my favorite topics to debate. So if you are one of the 4.6 thousand people watching and you think that men are literally better at leading than women, and I'm talking traditionalist sexism, okay? I want to talk to the people that say men are the natural born leaders and the women got it. Like that's who I want to talk to. If that's not you, hop out of the queue. So we're going to go and pull up our next guest here. Everybody just do kind of give us a minute to get him up. Y'all, we got him loading into the queue, guys. Give us a moment. Give us a moment. Let's go ahead and see what we have. We have Laura loading up in. Jasmine, thank you for the $10 donation on PayPal. I do really appreciate you for the love, Jasmine. You're phenomenal. Thank you. What's going on? Do you think that men are better at leading than women? Like, what is it? What is this archetype of guests? They just sit in the queue, saying nothing, and they load up. You know, like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Get out of my live stream. Fuck you, Laura 432156. We're moving on. Steven, thank you for the $2 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much, Steven. It means the world. Thank you. And Brittany, thank you for the $3 on PayPal. What's up, Ralph Lauren? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
So I'm a big fan of you, but I will happily argue this position, and so
no, I don't want the I appreciate you, but I want the people that actually think it, not the people that just like want to play devil's advocate to debate me. We're gonna go to move on. Hey, what's going on, Bobby? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Absolutely.
Bobby, oh, there you are. Absolutely, he says. So go ahead and tell me why.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is a name that does not explain to me why you believe men are better at leading than women.
Never had a woman president.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know, we're going to go ahead and test that logic. Bobby, were you around in like 2007?
Yeah, I sure was.
Jenna, thank you for the $1 and the 11 cents on Venmo. Before 2008, so like in 2007, had we ever had a black president before?
Negative.
No, we'd only had white presidents. So in 2007, were white people better at leading than black people?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Because we had so many beforehand. And that's the only one we had beforehand, so we didn't have anything to look at.
So what's the difference between white people and black people that make white people better at leading?
We only had that to look at. So
I mean, you're using that as like a gauge to determine that white people are better at leading than black people. I'm asking you what the biological differences are between white and black people that make white people better at leading.
I don't know. I couldn't answer that.
So then how do you know that white people are better at leading than black people? Because if it's the case that you're just saying, well, we see a disproportionate amount of white people leading, well, I mean, that doesn't speak to the leadership ability of the people in the field. That just speaks to the opportunity the different sects of individuals have to get in those positions. Like, for instance, right, the 85% of surgeons are men, 15 are women, right? And it is the case that using your logic, you'd thereby expect men to be better at surgery, right?
Yep.
Okay, right, but then we have a study from the AMA and the JMA that would tell us that if you're operated on by a female in comparison to a male, that you're less likely to die as a result of your surgery, and you're less likely to experience post-operative negative outcomes. right? So we know that women are better at being surgeons than men, given the study, and your argument falls to shreds and pieces, and then you leave because you're proven wrong and you don't want to deal with the public embarrassment. So we're going to go and move on to our next guest. Everybody, just do give us a minute, y'all. Let's go and get our next guest. Hockey stud up in the box, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, do give us a minute. If you are in the queue, make sure that you think men are better at leading than women. We're here for some debates today. Thank you for the pinch face. I appreciate you for the love. Nate Jones in the chat says that Dean is scared of a proper debate. Dean is scared of a proper debate. Does that sound like anyone you
Dean,
know,
my
Nate
boy.
Jones?
Dean, my boy, thank you
Can you
for
answer
letting
my
me
question?
finally up here. I want to say a couple of things. I think you're smart for your age. I think you're a smart kid. I think you are a bit sour that Trump won. Let's start with that, okay? Let's start with that. Let's be polite here. Let's have a proper debate. As far as...
Republicans don't understand or respect boundaries, huh?
I know. I love a debate. I love a good debate. That's what I love about you. But I
also feel like Republicans have like no social awareness whatsoever.
Can you expand on that, please? Dean, go off, Dean. Go off.
What are we doing? What am I doing? I want you to tell me what I'm doing on my stream today.
Well, I think that you're engagement farming. You're going for the hot topics. You're engagement farming. You want the most viewers possible, and I can understand
Okay,
it.
I'm not asking you to like give me like sour attitude because you're mad that I'm more successful than you. I'm asking you to tell me what topic I'm debating. I'm sorry that I should have specified that further. So what topic are we debating today?
Oh, so well, you just switched them. First, you said is homophobia a sin, and now it looks like you just switched it to why are men better at leading than women, Dean?
More, I appreciate you for the $1 on PayPal. So then, like when someone like you comes up in my live and they're like, "You're sour, Trump won. Let's debate about Trump." And even though that has nothing to do with the topic of the live, and you just like want to stall and change the subject set by myself for my own live stream in front of nearly 5,000 people, that's why I say that Republicans don't understand or respect boundaries and lack social awareness.
Okay, I can respect that. So let's stick with your topic of the moment. Why are men better at leading than women? Well, I don't think that's necessarily true, Dean. I think that men and women both have their own great qualities. But I think if
so you don't agree that with the idea that men are better at leading than women. So why the fuck did you hop in my queue and scream that I'm scared to debate you in my chat? So not only are Republicans
because you're not nearly as smart
lacking a
as you think
social
you are,
awareness,
Dean. You're not
Republicans
nearly as smart as you think you are.
Of course I'm smart as I think I am. I'm probably smarter. All right, Nate? So let's get our facts straight. So not only do Republicans lack social awareness, not only do Republicans disrespect boundaries, but now I'm also just going to say that you're pretty fucking stupid, right, for like saying that I'm scared to debate you, but apparently we don't even disagree on this topic. Dear God, Nate, like, oh, you're a train wreck. Now I want to debate you on Trump. Unmute your mic. I want to know about your political beliefs, sir. Brenna, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo saying thank you. Everybody, please show some love to Brenna in the chat. I really appreciate you so much for the love, Brenna. W Brenna's down below, guys. W Brenna's. But go ahead. What do you want to debate me about?
Well, Dean, I seen your clips on Twitter the past month, and I think to myself, hey, this is a pretty smart young man here. But then I also think, wow, Elon Musk used to be a Democrat. Trump used to be a Democrat. Ramsey used to be a Democrat.
And they all went sour.
In your perspective, but the human brain does not fully develop till around age 26 on average. So I think your brain, your frontal lobe has just not quite developed yet, Dean. But I think
it's
you have
actually
potential.
26 for males, then 24 for females. If you knew anything about your neuroscience,
I said on average, Dean. I said on average, but I think you have potential in the political field.
No. That's what makes these debates like all the more fucking phenomenal. It's because how old are you?
I am 29, Dean.
You're 29, so your prefrontal cortex is fully developed, and then me over here with my lagging development because I'm not 26 yet, 6 more years to go till I reach the finish line, is still ripping you to bits and pieces. Like, goddamn, dude, if anything, that speaks so many words. You know what I mean?
Well, I that's why I'm trying to tell you. I think you have a lot of potential, but you just need to be humbled a couple of times. Everyone needs to be humbled.
Nah, God, Nate, I want to be honest. I'm like in all reality, like I'm the most simple man that's ever lived. No, I'm just kidding. Like I'm not like exuberantly like egotistical or cocky, but I love acting like it when I'm talking to people like you. It just makes it so much better. Like I'm not, dude. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like no, I don't think I'm exuberantly smart. I just think that I'm well read and I have a good memory. I don't think that I'm like the leader of like a generational movement that wants to humble like conservatives. And I think that I'm better than everybody. No, I don't think any of that shit. But God, I will absolutely put that mask on if it means that your ass is bruised for 10 minutes of your day because you decided to scream and whine in my chat that I'm scared to debate you, and you think that like men are superior to women or whatever the fuck the topic at hand is. But please tell me what you want to debate about. I will happily talk to you.
Well, it seems like you're only comfortable discussing the debate at hand, so I'll let you pick the topic, Dean. You pick the topic. The Earth is flat. Birds are not real. You pick the topic and the time, and I will be there.
You don't think that birds are real?
Birds are not real. They are drones commissioned
So
by...
you know the movement called Birds Aren't Real?
Yeah, it's in my bio. Yeah.
I'm friends with the owner of that. He's a cool guy, but it's a troll.
Oh, well, I've taken it as fact.
No,
but,
it's not fact. Like, it's satirical.
Well, I still don't think birds are real, to be honest with you.
Like, the reason you don't think birds are real is because of my really funny buddy, right, that made this satirical movement like 6 years ago. It's a joke.
Well, they're not real, okay? I don't know.
Steven, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo, saying to interrupt him and tell us your stance on veganism. Vegan ethics are based. Echo, thank you for the $4 on Venmo. What's 4 plus 4? He couldn't tell you, but it's 8 just for, whatever. And then also, for the anonymous donor on PayPal with the $100. Oh my God. Yo, everybody please do spam WAnon in the chat for the $100 donation on PayPal. I really appreciate you for the love. And Olivia, thank you for the $5 donation on Venmo, saying that you love me. Thank you so much. Show some love to Anon. I want to see at least 1 billion W's for Anonymous. Thank you so much for the love. My eternal gratitude for you for supporting gay rights, even if TikTok stopped you immediately. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Thank you for the love. But Nate, you said that you voted for Trump, right?
I did vote for Trump, yep.
So why did you think that Trump was a better candidate for the presidency compared to Kamala Harris? But before you answer that, Jasmine with a $30 donation on Venmo, saying, because I love you and I love Senior Passion. Thank you so much for the donation, Jasmine. Thank you. It means the world to me. Everybody, please show some love to Anon and Jasmine down below. Thank you, guys. But Nate Jones, take it away.
Well, if we want to look at this just in a general aspect, well, let's start with this. I'm a libertarian, but we won't get into that. I'm a libertarian. But if we're looking at it, the facts, we all knew it was going to be Kamala or Trump. Kamala, yes. Kamala or Trump, yes. And if we look at it, it's like Trump.
Oh, Nate Jones is stressing. Corey, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. So, are you going to give us the reason yet, or are we just going to sit here and watch me play with my cards?
Trump is I'm not going to say self-made, because he's not self-made, but Trump is a billionaire, have no place in any form of government.
So why don't women have a place in government?
In my personal opinion, I think we need to get back to our roots, where women are happy staying at home, taking care of the kids, doing the dishes.
Yeah, so why should women stay at home while the men go out and lead?
Oh, that's just my opinion.
I know, but I'm asking you, like, why you hold this opinion, dumbass. Hello?
Oh, well, let's not use profane language in a proper debate, Dean.
Oh, Nate, I don't care. you're on the wrong platform if you're gonna cry because I called you a dumbass because you told me that women deserve to stay at the house, cook and clean and raise the kids, but it's just your opinion, so you don't have to have a reason to hold that very incredibly misogynistic belief. No, like, not the place if that's gonna be the attitude.
Right. Well, I'm just giving you.
I want to know why. I want to know the reasons why you think that's the case. So why do you think that women should stay at the house while men go out, protect, preserve, whatever the fuck? Cassie, thank you for the $5 on Venmo.
Because I'm a white man, and whatever I say goes, I guess.
Are you trolling?
Dean, I'm always trolling.
Claire, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Because what it sounds like to me is that you legitimately hold to the belief that women deserve to stay at the house, cook, clean, and raise the kids while men go out and work and lead. But then you know that you don't have a defensible argument for your position. So then you want to kind of scapegoat out of it through some like satirical jokes such as, oh, I'm a white man, whatever I say goes. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not, first of all, it's not funny. Then second of all, it's not cute. And then third of all, it's definitely not intelligent.
Yeah, we all know you're the most intelligent.
Kylo, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love. Everybody show some love to Kylo in the comment section. I never said I was the most intelligent person on this platform, but I definitely think that you may plausibly be the least.
Oh, well, you've had me on here for quite a while. I think you're, at the very least, you're rather intrigued.
Dave, thank you so much for the $3 on Venmo. Yeah, I give people like a fair shot to defend their worldview and to provide me a reason why they believe certain things are true and false before I kick them and forget about them forever. Echo, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. But Nate,
I think that there's a good chance we might be political adversaries in the future. I believe that. We may have a debate on the world stage at some point. So mark that down on your calendar, okay?
How many senators are there?
There are 100 senators, Dean.
It took you an awfully long time to answer. What's 4 plus 4?
Dean, do not insult my intelligence, okay? I'm a graduate. I'm a Harvard graduate.
Beth, thank you so much for the $5 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. What city is Harvard in?
Dane, stop this nonsense. Do not insult my intelligence.
What city is Harvard in?
Do not insult my intelligence, Dane.
What city is Harvard in?
You tell me. I went to school.
God. Get the fuck off my live. We are going to go to move on to our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody do give us a minute. And Danessa, thank you for the $5 on PayPal for dealing with the misogynist. Thank you for the love, Danessa. Everybody, please show some love to Danessa down below in the chat. What's going on, man? Do you think that men are better at leading than women? Mia, thank you for the $5 donation on Venmo saying, Dean, you're so cool. I love you, Mia. Everyone.
L Mia in the chat. L Mia in the chat.
Hey, W Mia in the chat. Okay.
Called L for Mia in the chat.
L for Mia? Why?
Do you really want me to get into it?
Yeah. Why L Mia? She donated me $5 saying that she thinks I'm cool. That's a W.
You've manipulated a bunch of under 18-year-old girls who can't even vote to donate you money just because they think you're cute, bro. You have no actual political knowledge, bro.
Wait, so are you saying that I'm an attractive guy?
According to these girls, yes, bro. Your comments are flooded with these women, bro.
I haven't seen anybody touch on my looks in my chat since I started the stream. The only person that I've heard talk about my looks is you.
Stop lying, bro.
Corey, thank you so much for the $1 on PayPal. And oh my God, Mia with the $50 on Venmo saying that I'm 18 and I voted for Kamala. Yo, W's for Mia. What a legend. What a fucking legend. Holy shit. I want to see W Mia's in the chat at least for the next 10 minutes. Thank you, Mia.
You're being conned.
Wait, being conned into what?
Bro, they really thought Kamala was going to win this thing.
Bella, thank you for the $1 on Venmo saying that I'm cute and I'm eating him up. Thank you. Yo, Justice, thank you so much for the $20 on PayPal saying that I'm 21, don't worry. Yo, everybody show some love to Mia and Justice. Holy shit, thank you, Mia and Justice. And Jess, thank you for the $1. And Kylo, thank you for the $1 as well. And Morgan, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, saying from a 36-year-old black woman. Lily with the $5 on Venmo, saying lesbians for Dean. And Azula with a $1 on the Venmo, saying Dean is hot. Cut. Hannah, thank you for the $4. Laura, thank you for the $1. I appreciate you guys for the love. So, unmute the mic. It just sounds like you have some hate in your soul. Brooke, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, saying 21-year-old for Kamala. Lydia with a $3 on Venmo, saying 31-year-old here. Tegan with a $1 saying I'm 20, don't worry. I appreciate you guys for the love. Brittany with a $3 saying 24, voted for Kamala Harris and fan of the content. Daisy with the $2 and 25 and voted for Kamala Harris. We love you, Daisy. You guys are going off. I don't see any minors here, quite frankly, sir. Kyla, thank you for the $2. Aaron with $8 saying I'm 36 and love you. Paige with a $5 saying I'm 28, L for tobacco. You are getting absolutely fucking destroyed.
No, you're just making bank and proving my point.
I'm proving your point that underage girls are donating to me. Every single donation I've gotten has been from someone at least 1 years old. I'm proving my point that they've been conned. And they've even told them, they've even stated their names. Lauren, thank you for the $10 on Venmo, saying, don't worry, I'm 24 and I voted for Kamala. Brittany, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. Claire with a $2 saying, I'm 26 and I love your content. Hope with a $1. Let's debate Taylor Swift. Well, that's crazy. Brittany with the $15 on Venmo, saying, 29 here, love your content. Thank you, Brittany.
I'll get some roses.
Tanner, thank you for the $2. Shut the fuck up. Thank you for the $2 and the 25 cents. Beth with a $2 saying 25. Haley with a $1 saying definitely not a minor. I appreciate you guys for the love. Y'all are fucking this guy up. Holy shit. Let's get some W's in the chat. Christine with a $5 on Venmo saying 31 and voted for Harris. Hannah with a $2 on PayPal saying furries for Harris.
Holy shit,
Serena
Joe
with
Biden.
a $2.
Thank you for the $50 on Venmo. Joe Biden.
That's funny. Okay. All right, buddy. So what do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Bro,
Darian
honestly,
with a $1 saying I'm a dude. ...
Okay, hear me out.
Chloe with the $5 on Venmo saying I'm 18 and voted for Harris. AJ with the $5 on Venmo saying that I'm 25. Darius with the $5 on Venmo saying 23 and I voted for
Parker,
Harris.
thank you for the
Brittany
$20
with the
on
$8
Venmo.
on PayPal saying I'm 36 and I voted for Harris. Alexis with the $2 and the 22 cents. McKenna with the $5 I'm saying that I'm 25. Kelsey with the $5 saying that I'm 29. Holy shit. Oh my god, you guys are still going. Alex says $2 for 22 and voted for Kamala. Mia with a $5 on PayPal saying that I voted 21 and voted for Kamala. And yeah, thank you for the fast cheers. Daniel with a $1 saying that I'm a Yo, Daniel, hop out, bro. Hop out. Hop out of the stream, little bro. Okay, that's weird. We're just gonna kick him. We got our next guest loading up in. Channing, thank you for the $5 on PayPal saying 32 straight male here. I appreciate you for the love. Bryn with the $2 on PayPal as well. What's going on, Dom? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Hey, bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, bro, I can. Do you think that do you think that bros are better at leading than women, bro?
Yeah, in some terms, I definitely do.
Cameron, thank you for the $4 and the 60 cents on Venmo. Why is that, bro? And Charlotte with the $5 on Venmo. Thank you for the love.
I mean, I just look at it like I'm a big believer in like traditional marriage.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I mean, I believe in opportunities for women in almost, I mean, every single degree. Women are equal to men in every way. But
Aubrey, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Thank you.
I mean, a lot of studies just show. I mean, honest, I'm at Chipotle right now, so I don't have anything on my
Bryn,
phone.
thank you for the $15 on Venmo. And Yvonne with the $50 on Venmo. Holy shit. Everybody show some love to Yvonne, bro. And Bryn, bro. Thank you so much, Yvonne and Bryn. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you guys so much, Yvonne and Bryn. Holy shit. You guys have been going crazy. And I apologize for cutting you off. Go ahead and continue, please.
You're good, bro. My argument, I'm an economics major, would be like division of labor and like specialization.
Open wound. Thank you for the gym gun. Okay, bro. Actually, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. An open wound. Thank you for the gym gun, bro.
Just women having kids and having to like breastfeed the babies and take care of them.
Yeah, bro.
At home. That's gonna just
open wound.
I mean,
thank you for the gym gun, bro.
A lot. I mean, it's just better.
Gym guns, bro.
Bro, I can't talk.
Sorry, bro. Continue, bro.
I know you're on live, but just like division of labor and specialization, like I think it would be better in a lot of cases for women to specialize in home production when they're taking care of the baby. I mean, the babies rely on the mother. They need to be breastfed and stuff when they're young to grow and develop, and like a lot of, I mean...
One second, bro. Crystal, thank you for the $5 donation on PayPal, and Addison, thank you for the $5 donation on PayPal, both saying that they're adult women that voted for Harris. Thank you guys so much. W's for the bros in the comment section. Anyway, go ahead, bro. My bad, bro.
Yeah, no, you're good. Do you see what I'm saying a little bit? Like...
Yeah, so I got a question. You're saying that women aren't as good as leading at men because they get like pregnant and shit, bro. So my question to you would be, well, are infertile women as good as leading as men, bro? Because they can't get pregnant and shit, bro?
Reiterate that one more time, please.
Are infertile women as good at leading as good at leading as men are because they can't get pregnant, bro? Think of the fireworks.
Wow, that's a good question.
Oh, well, fuck, bro.
I mean, yeah. I mean, most likely. I mean, women are as good as leading. Are as good as.
Thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. Saying thank you for your education. I appreciate you for the $10 donation, Rain. Thank you, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Women are as good as leading at men, but...
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you for coming up, but you just contradicted and conceding like sub 15 seconds, bro. Have a good one, bro. Good.
That's not what I'm saying. I was trying to have a respect.
Then you're probably not supposed to be here, bro. Kennedy, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, bro. Thank you for the love. If that's not why you're like here, bro, then unfortunately I'm just gonna move on, bro, because you're off topic, bro. All right, bro. Let's go and see what our next guest has to say. Go get a pump, bro. Go hit the bench, bro. Go do some tries, bro. Very much needed, bro. All right, bros. We're gonna move on to our next guest. If anyone does want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal or my comment section, what the fuck, or my bio. Thank you guys. And Addison, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. Saying I love you, Dean. I love you too, Addison. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in the box literally right now, y'all. So everybody, just do give us a minute while we got them loading in. I'm having fun today, dude. I'm having fun. I need to start being more serious. I'm sorry, Emily. Thank you.
Good to see you in a good mood today.
What's up, bro? Do you think that men are better at leading than women, bro? Sorry, I'll stop that, bro. Sorry. Fuck.
I was like, I'd had nothing to do with that, bro. So I'm just kidding. Do I believe that men are better than leading? Yeah, I do actually. Certain things, there's things that women are better at than men, and
Okay, but,
there's things that men are better than women
are
at.
better at leading. Mary, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, bro.
If it comes to like military action, I would say men are definitely more equipped to lead than women. If it's like maybe, wrangling the kids up to get them in the car to go to the library, women are probably better at that.
So, I mean, like, obviously the question that I'm asking is going to be about, like, the traditionalists, like...
I'm trolling you, come on.
All right, we're going to move on to our next guest. Everybody, just to give us a minute. We got Jenna loading up into the queue, guys. Hey, please make sure if you're in the queue that you do think that men are better at leading than women. Like, we are just looking for some real debates here today with people that think men are better at leading than women. Jenna, do you think that men are better at leading than you?
Sorry, I did not mean to do this.
Hey, no worries, Jenna. We're gonna move on to our next guest. I would actually love to debate a woman that thinks men are better at leading than women. Like, we just gotta know, guys. We just gotta know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of go over like some of the names in my guest requests, just to like give you all an update that you should probably leave if you don't think that men are better at leading than women. But before I do, Bridget, thank you for the $5 donation on Venmo, and Gabrielle, thank you for the $4.20. Thank you guys for the love. What's up, Seal? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Wait, Dean, before you kick me, I know it's good, like, just really quickly, oh my god, I didn't think I was gonna make it up here, but I just want to say that thank you for everything that you're doing. You are amazing. I'm literally about to cry because I literally love you and Parker so much. But thank you so much for what you're doing. You are amazing. I don't know like how to put it in words, but I didn't think I was gonna make it up here. You are amazing. I love you. Like oh my god, I've been requesting for like 2 months to get on here because I literally love you and Parker so much. But like, oh my god, well, I'm like in shambles.
It's okay.
I didn't think I was gonna make it up here, but I literally love you so much, and like, oh, you guys are just amazing. Like, you guys deserve the world, and you guys.
That is so kind of you. That is so kind of you. I appreciate you so much for popping up here. You said that you've been waiting in the queue for like 2 months.
Yeah, like every time you make a live, I'm always like just waiting patiently to join because I hate all these like, oh my god, if I get kicked, I'm so sorry, but I hate all these assholes that just come on here and like spread like hateness towards women and just everything. Like, it's just so disgusting that people actually think that way to this day, and it's just like disgusting. And oh my god, you and Parker are just amazing, and like Harry and especially like all of you guys are amazing. And oh my god, I didn't know I was gonna join on here, but
well, Seal,
I really love you guys.
I really appreciate you so much for coming up. I appreciate you so much for the love. I hit you with a follow, so and I hope that you have a really good rest of your day. You're so
oh my god, of
kind.
course. Thank you so much.
I hope that you have a good rest of your day.
I literally love you guys.
we all love you. We all love you here. We all love you here. You're incredibly kind. Thank you so much for the love. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest. She was really sweet. She was saying that she'd like watched the streams for like 2 months. Been waiting in the queue. We all love you, Seal. We all love you. I hit you with a follow, and I'm not gonna do that for like anyone else. So don't test your luck. Okay, all right, you guys. Like, leave the queue if you're like, but that was very kind of her. She was just expressing regret. I appreciate you, Seal. What's up, Almost? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Hey Dean, can we have a different topic, man? I have been waiting for.
No. Moving on to our next guest. We're gonna go and see what our next guest has to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go and move on to our next guest. Yes, Verena's here, dude. Verena's like a local celebrity within like the Dean community. You know what I mean? EVY, thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate you for the love. What's going on? Hello. Do you think that men are better at leading than a woman?
I just have a question. When are you going to do a live debate about abortion?
I don't know. Like, whenever I'd like find a good way to run it, so we could have like good conversations. That's all. That's the only thing preventing me from running abortion debates is that a lot of people like misconstrue them and don't debate me on them. Stephanie, thank you for the $2 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Okay, so here pretty soon, I'm gonna have to start cracking down on you guys to a significantly further degree. If you're like coming up here and you're not here to debate, I'm gonna start like just blocking you and banning you from the stream permanently. And I'm just hoping that that serves as like incentivization for people that aren't supposed to be in the queue to leave the queue. Like at the end of the day, like that's the only thing that's kind of like holding the topic down is like I really don't like it. You know what I mean? Like I've been having this constant battle with people that join the queue knowing they're not supposed to be there for like over a year. You know what I mean? I just want to have some debates, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we're gonna go and move on to our next guest. We got Jacob loading up, y'all. Everybody just do kind of give us a minute here while we got him loading in. And we may even hit a restart here so we can hopefully get the stream to send out a little bit more. It just looks like we're incredibly shadow banned. Hey, what's going on, Unknown? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
You look ugly as shit.
All right, buddy. Hopefully you change as you grow because you're a kid and you have a bright future if you want it. We're going to go and move on to our next guest. Everybody just give us a minute. Hey, what's going on? Do you think that men are better at leading than women? All right. See, I'm gonna just start banning like all these people, bro. Hey, what's going on? Do you think that men are better at leading than women? All right, banned. He got banned, chat. There's our first ban of the day. We're gonna start banning like all. Hey, do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I do think they're better at leading than women.
All right. So why do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Well, everybody could have their own opinion, right? But at the end of the day, women are way more emotional, right? And it's always emotions first, right?
Okay.
If you've been in a relationship, emotions come first. But that's just a small part, right? Let's talk about
no. So I actually think that men are more
leader, Kamala, right?
Well, before we do, I want to respond to your first point. I think that men are more emotional than women. The reason I think this is that they're more likely to self-unalive. They're more likely to abuse hard drugs as an unhealthy coping mechanism to deal with unprocessed emotions. They're more likely to self-unalive. They're more likely to commit violent crimes. They're more likely to punch a hole in a wall when they lose a game of Fortnite. And they're more likely to burn their house down and like kill their family if their wife were to divorce them. More likely to start wars, more likely to start genocides, less likely to perform well in school, more likely to engage in like a risk-adverse emotional behaviors like drunk driving, reckless driving, gambling, etc. And then, what is your evidence for the idea that women are more emotional than men? Like, you had a girlfriend that cried once because you were an asshole to her? Come on.
Why would you assume that I'm an asshole to one of my girls? I treat my girls very well, my friend. Okay.
Yeah. Just respond to the substance of the debate, please.
But you like Kamala, right?
Kamala is how you pronounce her name. And yes, I do like Kamala Harris.
Well, you understood who I was talking about. Kamala. And so there was a period of time where there were a bunch of her own employees who said they could not work with her. Now, of course, it can't be because she's just a woman. There's many other reasons. But,
Tiffany, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Did you vote for Trump?
Other stuff. He said one. Let me read what
Did
these
you vote
people
for Trump?
saying. Did I vote for Trump?
Use your brain. It's like a yes or no. Did you vote for Trump?
The topic has nothing. My vote
You're
is
the one
kind
that
of
you're the
private.
one that vote Kamala Harris up. Yes, so you voted for Trump, right?
So no, I could bring up Kamala Harris. I could disagree with Kamala Harris and still.
Okay. Well, obviously you voted. Obviously you voted for Trump, right?
Why would you assume that? I never said that.
Because you said that men are better at leading than women. We're looking for the leader of a country. He's a man and she's a woman. You idiot. Use your brain, right? But anyways, right? So 42 of his former 44 cabinet members have disavowed him and have endorsed Kamala Harris in the last election.
You don't have to.
You didn't care about that, and you still voted for him. So I don't want to hear.
You don't have to insult. We're just
I don't
talking.
have to. I do it for fun.
Whatever suits you, right? But Lowell, use your brain. Yeah, I'll use it. Anyways, yeah, I do think women are less of leaders than men. I mean, when there is let's just look at a high stakes situation, a war, battlefield, okay? So in the military, okay, and let's say you're in an active war zone.
Sharon,
Right,
thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Sharon.
the men are more likely to be sent out first instead of the woman, and the woman would stay back. This is because many reasons, emotions, women are not stronger than men, right? That's just one thing. Another thing is, right, well, a strong leader, right? A leader must be strong, okay? So we could add strength to one of those little categories. When you look at a transgender boxer fighting a man to woman fighting a biological woman, you will see that the woman will take a lot of damage from this male to woman. I don't know. That's not my community. I don't know much about it. But, right, part of being a leader is strength, and men in women's sports, you will see that the men who portray themselves as women will
Ebony, thank you for the $10 on
dominate,
PayPal. I
and they
appreciate
will
you for the love,
do
Ebony. Everybody,
better
please
than
do
the
show
woman.
some love to Ebony in
Right?
the
Do
chat.
you agree with
Literally,
this?
I appreciate that.
Do you agree with this? Do you agree that
Agree with what
men
part of your
who
long ramble?
No, I'm saying men
Yeah, I
who
appreciate
portray
you for
to
the
be
$1 on Venmo.
women, right? Men who portray to be women
Dude, I swear to
dominate
God,
more in women's sports.
bigots find a way to just intersect all of their prejudice. So you're talking about trans women? No, trans women do not
Yeah,
dominate.
well,
in
we're
women's sports.
talking
That's
about
false.
who's better at leading, right? And
Okay, have
part
some
of
impulse,
leading is
have some
okay?
impulse control before I put you on mute, so I could finish speaking.
I'm fine. I'm cool. You can.
Well, thank you for the $2 on Venmo. Good boy. Thank you. Good boy. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. All right. Well, you be quiet. I'm not. Don't even have you muted. You're just. following my
thank
command.
you,
I appreciate
thank you,
so
Joe
much.
Biden, for the thank you for the donation. Thank you, Joe Biden, for the donation.
It was funnier the first time when the other guy said it. Anyway,
Nah,
to get back to
I
what you
still
were
liked
saying.
it. I had to say it.
So
But
to get
Dean, I
back-
got a question though. I have a question.
I thought that
And-
you wanted me to respond to your argument. Like, how
No,
can
no,
I
no,
trust?
have a
How can I
question.
trust that men are better at leading when you can't even lead yourself to an argument, bro? Like, you're just
I have a question. I have a
incoherently
question, Dean.
rambling it off like it's.
Dean, I got a question.
So
Dean,
can I respond
have-
to your points, or do you want to ask a question?
I don't care if you respond or not. I just got a question.
Okay, well that's kind of the point of the live, so
Question.
I care. So I'm gonna go and put you on mute. You could ask your question after I'm done. Okay, Morgan, thank you for the $5 on Venmo.
How
Someone can pay
many
you to drop in,
underage
sure,
girls
$100.
are you talking to, Dean? How
Oh my
many
gosh,
underage
wow.
girls?
The
are you
projection
talking
is so fucking real. The projection's incredibly unreal. Oh my god. So man comes up to other man. How
I'm
many
seeing hella
underage girls are you talking to? The
I'm seeing hella
projection is so unreal. 0. Emily, thank you for the whale dive. Oh wait, chat, can you hear him, or does he have like the mute on so you can't hear him?
If I was
There
you,
it
I'd
is,
watch
man.
out because sooner or later that shit's gonna come out, my boy. If I was you, I'd tread carefully.
Okay, so here's your issue, Morgan. Thank you for the $1 on Venmo. So you're positing that I have a public
Thank you
platform.
so much, Kamala Harris, for the $100 donation. Oh my God, I
Even,
voted
like,
for
your own
you.
friends
I
think that you're
supported
cringe.
you.
So, so I don't understand why people run this tactic.
Hold up. Nancy Pelosi just gave me a beautiful donation here, and she gave me some tips on how to do stocks. Oh my God, I'm excited. This is
Do I
big.
need to put you
This
on
is
mute?
big. This is big.
Sir, do I need to put you on mute?
Sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, I asked you a question. Do I need to put you on mute?
No, I asked you how many underage girls are you talking to?
And that's the point that I wanted to respond to, but then you interrupted me about getting a donation from Nancy Pelosi. So do you have self-control?
Well, it was important
to
because she was
hold
teaching
your
how
own
she
words
made
off,
so
or
much
do I need to
money
put you on
on
mute? Kathy,
insider
thank you so much
trading.
for the $5 on Venmo. Okay, I'm gonna give you one last opportunity before I baby you. Okay.
I don't
And
care
when
if he has a
baby-
girl, bro.
There we go.
You really think this kid's out?
There's the baby. Phenomenal. All right.
You think
We're
he's
gonna
not
post the
talking to other
baby.
girls while having a girlfriend, bro?
Oh,
Come on
man.
now. Yo,
So am I
user-
gonna get a
user
chance to
brain
speak?
chat, User brain chat.
Okay, man. I'm gonna give you one last opportunity just before I remove you to give me a chance to respond to what you're saying. Gurnell, thank you for the $2 on. Like, you understand when you don't let the opposing party speak at all, like, no one thinks that you're doing good. Like, even the other conservatives
I
watching
don't
the
care,
stream.
bro. I'm not here
you're
to
doing it
like
again.
do good, my guy.
Okay, no shit. You don't do good in anything in your life. You always fail, and you've realized that. You've understood that fact, so you don't even try to succeed anymore. Lowell, thank you for the $3 on Venmo. So now I'm just going to do the annoying thing where I spam the mute button because you have less self-control than my 7-year-old nephew. I don't like to do this anymore. I just like to have productive dialogues, but some people can't handle it. Samantha, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. But we got to unpack some of the things that you said. So you said two things. You said that I have a large public platform with a lot of women engaging with it and probably some underage. I'm not gonna lie, I totally was. See, that's the thing when we run these like misogynist related topics. It's literally just a sandbox to be an asshole to these cocky idiots. Like I have so much fun with it. Sometimes I get carried away. I'm pretty sure I told that last guy that he's never been successful with anything in his life, and that he's always a failure, and that at this point he's accepted it after he told me that he wasn't trying to do good in the conversation, and it got us a little bit of a 10-minute ban for bullying and harassment. But you heard that right. It's only 10 minutes, so we're actually going to be back in like 5 minutes. Emily, thank you so much for the $5 on PayPal. I see your message there. I won't read it out loud, but I do appreciate you for the love, Emily. That is so incredibly kind of you. So, let's just do a little bit of a Q&A for 5 minutes. We're just going to hang out here before we go back over to the main account. Radical Charm says, can you please say happy birthday, Takayla? I got to figure out how to pronounce that name. Tequila. Happy birthday, Tequila. Happy birthday to you. How about that? Yeah, look at that. Happy birthday to Kayla. All right, for the 2.1 thousand people hanging out in here, we are going to head back to the main account here in about 4 minutes for more debates. We got a 10-minute ban because I was literally bullying a misogynist. I had too much fun. We all were enjoying it, but apparently TikTok didn't. Araceli, thank you for the $3 on PayPal asking what my dream car is. Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. I'm a big fan of McLarens. I won't lie, but that's more modern. I could also see going with something a little bit more classic, like one of those old like BMW E60s. Think about something that Tyler the Creator would drive, or like a real nice like matte brown old Mercedes. A drop top from like the 70s. Yeah. Tiffany, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. Let's see. How are my teeth doing? They're feeling a little bit better today than they did yesterday. I'm obviously still kind of out of it, but you know what? We'll heal. Someone in the chat says, am I still doing cameos? Yeah, I am still doing cameos. You got that. Yeah, I'm on Cameo. I need to promote it more though. What happened to the live? It got taken down by the deep state. Caitlin, thank you for the $2 on Venmo. Favorite song from Comacopia? Probably Darling I. This is probably my favorite right now. TikTok. Yeah, we got taken down by the deep state. They said I was bullying an innocent man. And you know what we did, chat? None of that. False, baseless accusations from the deep state enemy to take our campaign down, to silence our voice. But guess what? We are back stronger than ever. Our numbers are up. Their numbers are down. Matthew, thank you for the $3 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, quite frankly. What's that in the frame behind you? I don't know, just something about biking. Come to Greece? I would actually love to. Chat, I've never been to Europe. And I really want to. I really want to go to Europe very badly. Blake, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. Favorite Taylor Swift song? I don't listen to her music. I don't think it's good. But I do appreciate some of the things that she does as a person. I will say that. Come to London, come to the UK. So I kind of want to go to somewhere in like northern Italy. I could also see doing London, but I don't know. There's other places in Europe that I'd rather go. Somewhere in like I'd like to go to like maybe Sweden. I could see that. Alex, thank you for the $2 on Venmo, and Mary, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I could do Poland maybe, but oh man, I'd love to go to Finland or Switzerland. I would love to go to Finland or Switzerland. What it'll probably end up being is the Netherlands. I will most likely end up going to the Netherlands or like Norway or something like that. I've never been anywhere in Europe, and I've always wanted to so bad. What I need to do is I just need to commit. I need to put the down payment on a plane trip to Poland, a plane trip to the Netherlands. We just need to do it. We need to get it done. Is there a lot of people in the chat from Europe? Like, what is it like to just live in like the most beautiful part of the earth? Like, what is it like to live in like the closest thing we got to heaven? You know what I mean? Like, what is that like? Like, you're so goddamn lucky. You're so goddamn lucky. You know what I mean? Those Europeans and how lucky they are. But I do think there's a handful of places in Europe that aren't that nice. But you know, there's a couple that are very, 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 very nice, and I'm very jealous. It's kind of trash right now. Well, I mean, yeah, there's a couple parts of Europe that are pretty fucking bad. Do I listen to a lot of Del Rey? Of course I fuck with her shit. You know it. Croatia's so pretty in the summer. I'd love to see Croatia. First snow day in Stockholm. Crazy. Does anyone on here follow World of T-Shirts? Good old Josh. Does anyone here know who that is? He's been going to Europe a little bit recently. Yeah. No one knows who World of T-Shirts is, and I'm so disappointed. Okay, wait, we do. So you know what, guys? I have been an avid viewer of Josh's content for a very long time, just because I've always been like so concerned about him. I watch everything he does. Gina, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. I have watched everything that he's done since before he started drinking. And you know, I would actually really like to get into contact with him. You followed him before he turned 21? Yeah, me too. I would really like to get into contact with Josh. I just need to know how. I don't know how to do it, but I just do need. I just want to help. I just want to help, man. Because everybody that has ever surrounded Josh has always just like taken advantage of him. And like, if you know who Mr. Bass is, for like those that are like really deep into the lore, like God, what a sick guy. You know, just completely taking advantage of Josh, made him into his cash cow. Like, I feel terrible. But I mean, I'm gonna guess that only like a very small percentage of people in the chat know who these people are. I mean, this is like pretty niche content we're talking about here. Matthew, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I do appreciate you for the love, Matthew. Have I seen Supernatural? Of course, I've watched all of Supernatural. That is like one of my top 10 shows of all time. I love it so much. In fact, I've like watched all of Supernatural multiple times. Do I like Billy? Yes, I do. Let's see. Will I debate anymore? Yeah, we're gonna go back on to the debates like right now. I guess we technically could. The band's over. So we'll go do that now. Billy's awesome. You're shocked that you don't like Taylor Swift, bro. I literally can't find one song she's made that I would listen to on the regular. You know what I mean? But I like her as a person. Morgan, thank you so much for the $2 on Venmo saying piano playing live soon. Sure, we should do that. We could do that. You know what I mean? We could totally do a full-fledged piano playing live. I'll play a little tune before we go back over the main account. I'm just going to keep it short so we could, get back into the debates. Because it's like all set up right. I just have it literally just sitting on my desk. And I'm not going to lie, like, I love it. I love it. This has, like, been the best thing ever for me. I just need to turn back on the speakers. Should we play something? I saw someone in the chat say Claire de Lune. I could do that. But that one's a little bit slow. What's something else? What do we want to do? What's my major in college? Philosophy. What keyboard do I have? It is a Yamaha digital piano P125. I'd love something nicer, but you know, this is short, it's fit, it's compact. Someone in the comment section said Interstellar. I used to know how to play it. Let me see if I can figure it out. This one's gonna be a little bit rough because I seriously haven't played it in so long. I just need to remember the chord progression. Pretty sure this is the interstellar chord progression. And then like you pair it over here. And like you just gotta throw them together, but it's like so fucking hard. Okay, I haven't tried this in like a year, but we're gonna give it a shot. That's not it. Okay, I gotta find what is the chord again? There we go. Obviously butchered. Okay, maybe I'll have to actually learn that one. That is just like literally from remembering the song in the movie, then trying to find it out on the piano. I haven't like sat down and actually tried to learn that one. But now I like have to play something that I've actually learned, so you guys know that I could legitimately play the piano for real. Someone in the comment section said Runaway. Oh, Runaway is a good one. That's like that one, right? Just to make sure, like this is the Runaway one, right? Yeah, is this Runaway? Yeah. I bet I could figure it out. Let's see. Give me a minute. Where's my laptop? Dude, what the fuck? My laptop just... Okay, here it is. All right, we're gonna see if I could just like learn a song on the go. I think I've tried to learn how to play it before. Let's see. We just gotta listen to it. Runaway Kanye West piano. Okay, let's listen in. Let's see how it sounds. Okay. All right, we're gonna try to just learn this by listening to it. I mean, I think I've tried to play it before. Okay, this is moving slow, so we're gonna fast forward. Okay, just a very simple chord progression in the right hand. We're just kind of hitting the keys so far. This is very simple, but it gets like more complex, right? Okay. Oh, then they start fucking it up like with the other hand. What is that? Okay. I see it. I see the vision. Okay. Okay, I see it. Okay, let's see if I can figure it out. So that's like how the left hand goes. Okay, let's try to throw this together. Okay. All right. That one's pretty simple. Then it like goes into the whole song. Maybe I'll have to learn like the whole one, the whole song. There was a couple people commenting about Bohemian Rhapsody. Right? I saw those comments. Yeah. Well, about Bohemian Rhapsody. So that one's actually pretty fun. So there's a couple ways that you could do Bohemian Rhapsody on the piano. So like the first, I actually forgot it now. It's been years since I sat down and learned. But it's like the whole like song intro. I couldn't even play it if I tried. But the second is the concert intro that Freddie did at that like super big live event. It's like I'll show you. No, give me a second. I gotta find it. It's been a while. It's been years. know anything beyond that. It's been like years since I've tried to play that one. A lot of that was from Ear, but it gets really complex going to the next part. So I'd probably have to like actually sit down and learn the actual sheet music and whatnot. Do Golden Hour? I bet I could figure that one out. Moonlight Sonata first movement? I don't know the first movement of Moonlight Sonata. It's just like, what is it? Let's see. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know the first movement of Moonlight Sonata, but I bet I could figure out the third. Like the one that's like this one. With a little bit of practice, I could probably do the third movement of Moonlight Sonata, not the first. From the start, oh yeah, that'd be a really fun one to learn from the start. A lot of people talking about Piano Man. Wow, what the fuck is? Nah. Ooh. Oh, I can figure out Piano Man. You just gotta give me a second. Ah. And then it like does like the whole, but like yeah, the intro is cute. The intro is cute. Let's see. I'm just looking at the chat. We're seeing what we got down there. Claire de Lune. Okay. A lot of people saying Claire de Lune. Let's see. I want a better piano sound. Ah, that's the one I want. Okay, this one's slow. But I'll play a little bit of it. It's this one, right? Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's a shortened version of Claire de Lune. I don't know the second part. I never learned it. You know, I learned halfway through the song, and then I was just like okay with that, so I didn't want to do anything beyond it. A lot of people saying like Furley's. I don't know. Like, was that? Yeah, I don't really know. I actually never learned that one, just because it was like so well known. It was like too much of a cliche. Molly, thank you for the $10 donation on PayPal. I do really appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much, Molly. La La Land? Oh, dude. I would love to learn something from La La Land. My buddy that plays the piano knows a piece, and it's like the best thing ever. Someone commented that really weird French song that I can't pronounce, but I can play. Je te laserai des mots. I've no clue how to pronounce that, but I could play it, and that's what matters. That's what matters, right? Yeah, that's like the, let's see. Yeah, that's that one. I like that one. Yeah, I'm gonna take like the chords on that and do a little improv. like that. That was very relaxing. That's a good one. Sam or Dean? Definitely Dean. We could go back on the main now. Should we go back do some more debates? I'm having a lot of fun. What's up, Fleur? It's been a while. Beautiful. Yeah. What's like another? Yeah, I'm here. This is like nice. It's a good intermission. We should get banned more, right? All right, we're gonna head back over to the main account. Would someone comment my main account so we could all head over there together? Because we're in band. Drop it in a comment. We're gonna head back over there. At It's Dean, phenomenal. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody head over to At It's Dean on TikTok. We are going to go back over to our main account, do more debates. We just got a 10-minute ban, so we hung out here for 30 minutes. I'll see you over there all soon. Peace out, you guys. Saying piano stream win? You know, I think I could plug my piano directly in to my phone through my mic. I could do that here pretty soon. That'd be a lot of fun. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and hop right back into the Hot It Collectibles loading up. He sure looks. Hi, sir. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
No, but I also think that you're
Okay, I certainly can't hear you because you're lagging, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that you said no there, right? Yeah, man, this guy's MAGA mobile. He has to go. We're going to go to move on to our next guest. Everybody just do give us a minute. All right, we got our next guest loading up into the box literally right now, quite frankly. Everybody just do give us a minute for the 3.6 thousand people hanging out. Make sure that we're double tapping. What's up, Dylan? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Me personally, what's it called?
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
14.
14, moving on. All right, there's a typo in this? Wait, it's than? Boom, look at that. It says than. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody's over here tripping, saying that there's a typo in the background, that it's than, not then. The background says than. Like, what are you yapping about? What's up? Hey, yeah, do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Honestly, I think in a lot of things they are, but I also think that women can lead better in other positions than men.
Okay, and by other positions, what do you mean?
So like, I'd say that women are more caring individuals, just in general.
Okay,
So I'd say in like a teacher setting.
Yeah, hear ya. So why are men generally better at leading than women?
Masculinity plays a big part.
But like masculinity is just a term that society uses to define traits typical of that of men, right? So you have to tell me what those specific traits are that make men better at leading than women without like the broad overreaching label.
Okay, testosterone. So not necessarily masculine. Testosterone.
What the fuck? You're saying, okay, so what effect on the body does testosterone have that makes you better at leading?
Well, here, I'll explain it to you. So we can go through we can go through statistics and everything, but men in the home, those kids have a 10% chance of going to prison. If there's not men in the home to lead children with a mother, there's a 78% chance of those kids committing crimes.
Okay, well, first of all, I just think that your stat is like way off. Second of all, you're basically just saying that households with two parents have better outcomes than households with one parent, and you're absolutely true, but that has nothing to do with a man compared to a woman. For instance, if you have two lesbian parents, you have the same outcomes in the children as like a heterosexual family dynamic, or like two dads. So that completely dispels the myth that like a single mother is worse or whatever the fuck.
Well, no, not
Or
exactly.
Women are worse at raising kids, or whatever you want to hold on to.
Well, not even worse at raising kids, but a father figure in the home as leading a family creates better results for that kid and for the family just in general.
I've already cleared up this misconfusion, but I will do it again. So once again, it's not a father.
Not a misconfusion. It's not a misconfusion.
Misconception.
I think
it is.
Well, you said misconfusion, so I'm just going off what you said.
I know,
but
and
it's
I
not.
corrected myself and you.
Okay. Well,
It is, and I'm
misconception.
telling you how. So once again, right, it is the case, right, that if you have two mothers in a household raising children, such as a lesbian couple, that's going to have the same parental outcomes as a mother and a father or two fathers. What this demonstrates is that there's not a necessity for a father in the household to produce the most optimal outcomes. Natasha, thank you for the galaxy.
Say that one more time.
We have the same parental outcomes of two lesbian mothers that we'd see as two fathers or a mother and a father, which demonstrates that there's no necessity for a father in the household to produce the best outcomes.
Yes, there most definitely is.
So then why do the studies not say that? Like, once again, explain to me why, right, a child with two mothers has the same parental outcomes as a child with two fathers or a father and a mother.
Okay.
If it was necessary to have a man in the home, wouldn't we expect to see worse outcomes from a lesbian couple than a heterosexual couple?
Okay, well, we're gonna pull some statistics. Okay, so the African American population, I think right around 90, no, not 90, probably like 70-80% don't have.
Molly, thank you so much for the $80 donation on PayPal. Holy shit, that is unreal. Thank you so much for the love, Molly. Everybody, please show Molly some love down below in the chat. I really do appreciate you for the love, Molly. Everybody, show Molly some motherfucking love. That is so incredibly kind of you. W Molly all day, every day. And I see your message there. Please just attach like you're at, and I will happily do that for you. In fact, you already did. If you could follow me back on Insta so I could flex on all my friends in London, yeah, I'll happily follow you back. Thank you so much for the donation, Molly, and I will hit you with a follow after this stream. And thank you for the galaxy. But go ahead, man.
Okay, so about 70-80% of all African American families, they're raised without a dad. So the dad is out of the house. They take up, 16% of the population, but 46% of all crimes in America. 16% of the population and 46% of the crimes without a father in the home. You cannot deny the facts.
Okay, well, I mean, first of all, you just have a couple of your facts confused. So it's not 70 to 80% of individuals in that have in like a black family are raised without a father, right? It's 57%. And then secondly, you're saying that 13% of the population commits 55% of the crimes. That's arrest rates when you account for the fact that 44% of exonerations are of black Americans, although they account for 13% of the population. You would generally see the same level of criminal behaviors, and then any discrepancies that you want to account for moving forward from that statistic could be described via like socioeconomic disadvantages that we would see in the black community that doesn't exist within like white people in America because of slavery and its aftermath. And this is just starting a tangent conversation of like deconstructing racism, which isn't necessarily related to your argument that men are better at leading than women because when you don't have a man in the household, you produce like X, Y, and Z results. But I mean, it's still important to talk about. But I mean, once again, I just want to reiterate the one point that I've made that you haven't responded to is you're telling me that a household with a mother and a father will perform better than a household with just a mother. You are absolutely correct. Two-parent households perform better than one-parent households. But it doesn't matter who the two parents are. As long as you have two of them, you're going to have identical results. Meaning if you had two women raising your children, you would have the same parental outcome as two men or a man and a woman.
That's not true.
It is. Go to Parker's TikTok at Parker Get a Job. Click the link in his bio to his link tree. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you to listen to Parker. I'm telling you to go to his link tree in his bio. Go to his sources. Go to his bibliography. Right, and then click on parental outcomes of LGBTQ+, and you will be given 22 pages of studies to demonstrate that there's no parental outcomes between a household with two mothers, two fathers, or a mother and a father. Your claim that it is worse between two women is not based on fact, is not based on academic literature, is not based on study. It's literally just based upon your like misogyny.
Okay, Dean. I'll ask you a question then. Who do you think is better at leading?
I don't think that we could say one category of humans is better than at leading than another category of humans based upon gender identity or genitalia. That's like saying who's better at leading, people that wear Jordans or Nikes. Like it just doesn't give us sufficient information to detail who's better at leading. In fact, I don't think that it's relevant in the slightest.
All right, this is not relevant. Nike and Jordan are the same thing, but regardless, then why are you doing this? Are you just trying to get clicks? Are you just trying to get views, money? What are you doing this for? Because clearly you're just trying to bash on people like me who want to, just have a conversation about it. When I open with the statement, I don't necessarily think men are better at leading than women, just in general. I think women are better in other categories than men are. I think men are better in higher roles, such as politics. Not saying that women cannot do well.
Can
in
you give me a
politics.
reason to believe that
Most
men are better at
definitely can.
leading in politics than women?
Can do what? Say it one more time.
Yeah, give me one good reason why a man is better fit to serve as our president than a woman.
Because they're stronger. I know that has nothing to do with necessarily what you're thinking I'm saying.
Leslie,
They're
thank you for the $3 on Vim. I appreciate you for the love.
stronger willed. They have testosterone. They not necessarily have a scare factor, but they're more stern. So if a man if a man's talking to a man, this is just how it goes. I'm not trying to be sexist. A man is going to respect that other man more if you're a world leader. Now, if it's a woman, that other man is not going to respect the woman just as much. Not saying that I'm sexist, but saying other people might be sexist. Absolutely, but still,
Would you agree
regardless,
that anti-black racism exists globally?
Anti-black racism. I'd see it exist way more in other countries. Yes.
So would you say white people are better at leading than black people because more racism is held against black people globally?
Oh no, not necessarily. No, I think you can look at Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. I think they were all great leaders.
Yeah, this disputes your own argument because you're just telling me that men are better at leading than women because other foreign world leaders won't respect a woman because she's a woman, and that's just their bigotry. But unfortunately, the consequence is that men are more respectable, thereby better leaders. Well, I mean, the same thing would hold true for like white people and black people. There's more anti-black racism, right? So one could say that a black leader is less likely to be respected on the global stage compared to a white leader, but that obviously doesn't lead us to the conclusion that thereby white people are better at leading. In the same sense, it shouldn't lead you to the conclusion that thereby men are better at leading.
No, race and sex are two very different things.
But in this sense, they're completely identical for the argument that you're trying to make.
Race and sex are not nearly the same. If I have
race and sex are obviously different. The point of an analogy is to take two things that are completely different, but relate but relate within the relevant sense, right? So in the sense of like sexism and racism existing on the global. Okay, I'm literally trying to explain logic to you. Are you gonna sit here and whine and cry like a little fucking boy, or are you gonna sit here and get educated by a real man like me?
Like a little fucking boy, dude, I would mollywop you. Oh my god, I'd fucking destroy you.
So remember when like you were saying that like women are more emotional than men? Look at you now. That's why I said that shit to your face.
Look at you. You're way more emotional than me.
Give it a counter example of another man. Oh, that just proves my point even more. You've lost your damn mind.
Shit off. What? No, you're okay. Cool. But okay, what I was saying was it's different because if a woman walks up to me in the street and is trying to fight me, I'm not necessarily going to be scared because I know that she's not going to have a chance. But if a big old man comes up to me in the street and is trying to fight me, I'm going to be more on guard because guess what? He's got more of a chance of taking me down. It's the exact same thing. It doesn't mean that a woman can't be a better leader. It just means that men have more of a different factor. Like, I don't know what you're trying to get at.
Overall muscular strength. I want to ask you a question. Who's better fit to serve our country as president? A 15-year-old on steroids that can bench press 500 pounds or Donald J. Trump?
Well, Donald Trump for sure.
All right. Well, I see how you've completely proven yourself wrong, but I just want to make you embarrass yourself more. Name one structure of leadership that exists anywhere in America that is solely predicated on physical strength.
Name one what?
Structure of leadership in America, right, where the hierarchy of the structure of leadership is solely predicated on physical strength.
The commissioner of the FBBA.
The commissioner? What's the FBBA?
So it's like bodybuilding.
The commissioner?
Yes.
Who's the commissioner?
I'm not even sure, but I know that he is like super strong.
Okay, so you're saying that the FBBA chooses a leader based upon strength?
Yes, they do. Bodybuilding and everything else.
One second, let me look this up.
And what I was trying to explain is not necessarily even strength, but more of a mental strength.
Wait, would you say that the judges in would you say that the judges in bodybuilding competitions like lead the opponents insofar as like who wins and who loses?
Do they judge on who wins and who loses?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously they're
Would you say
judges.
that they are in more of a leadership position with more superiority compared to the opponents in the competition?
Absolutely not. They're judges.
Thank you for the
They don't have any
$3.
superiority over anyone. They're judges.
Well, yeah, they have superiority insofar as they determine the winner and the loser.
Technically, but they're not in superiority positions. They're not in a superior position.
Wait, I'm also looking more for like an FBBA commissioner. What does a commissioner do?
So I mean, he runs everything with bodybuilding. So he sets up events.
Wait, and he wins every year?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do it.
Oh, so then it's not predicated on physical strength.
What are you
Oh my
talking
God! I thought that you may have had me there with a single example. You're talking about a commissioner of a bodybuilding competition that doesn't even compete in the competitions. If this commissioner were to compete in the competitions every year, would he win every year?
You do know that commissioners don't compete in things, right?
I'm asking you if the commissioner was to compete, would he win
Roger
every year?
Goodell is not going to
Chaotic, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. Answer my question. If he was to compete, would he win every year?
Well, no.
So then he's not. So then the leadership position isn't predicated on the basis of how strong he is. Because if he wouldn't win the bodybuilding competition every year, then he's not the strongest person, right, within the group of people in which he's commissioned to lead and organize.
Regardless, Dean, besides strength in general.
No, not regardless. This was your entire point, was that leadership is predicated on physical strength, and that's why men are better at leading than women. First, you said that you'd rather vote for Trump over a 15-year-old on steroids, even though he's the physically weaker out of the two, and then you couldn't name one structure of leadership anywhere in America today where the hierarchy is solely predicated on physical strength. So do you see how physical strength has like no relevance when we're determining one's leadership ability? And even in the example that you gave me, it's not predicated on physical strength because if the commissioner were to compete, he'd lose.
Why do you try to do gotcha? Why do you
Raven, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Why am I focused on logically trapping you and proving you wrong? Because I'm a master debater, bro.
No, I'm not saying you're not a master debater. You're very good at debating. I've debated you before. But the thing is, Dean, we can look at, and what I meant was more of a mental strength. I mean, strength in general, but more of a mental strength.
Mental strength? Would you say it's
at,
pretty mentally weak to like punch a hole in your wall and burn your house down because your wife left you?
Let's look at
pretty weak to like murder, violent crime. 92% are committed by men. Let's talk about some disproportionality.
No, I'm not saying men are better than women in anything. I never said that. I just think that they're better leaders at other positions than women are. Like,
I asked you what positions women are better at leading in, and you just said, oh, what they're traditionally supposed to do, like raise kids or lead the household or whatever, because they're more of a people's person. Right?
Not even
and
necessarily.
You're just contradicting yourself even further. You've worked yourself up into a whole donut. At this point, if you have recognized that you have no defensible position, you cannot argue that men are better at leading than women, even within the defined fields that you said.
I'm not necessarily trying.
And now you're just going back on your original point by saying that you don't actually think that men are better at leading than women.
I'm not trying to explain that men are better at leading than women. If I saw a woman who I thought would be a great presidential candidate in 2028, and she's better than another man, I would 1,000% vote for her because,
You actually explicitly told me that you think men would be better in like politic related positions such as the presidency than women, and then you even gave me an argument insofar as like why they would be better.
Most of the time, not all the time.
Oh, so you're just saying, there could be one of the good ones, a woman that can lead better than a man, but that's a rare exception, and most of the time it's false. So then your point still stands. You generally think that men are better at leading than women, so go ahead and give me an argument. Why are men better at leading than women in the context of the presidency? I'm waiting on it.
I generally do think that men are better at leading than women, and especially high roles like that. But
so one moment, I'm going to ask the chat something. Has anybody in the chat heard an argument for that yet? Or do we just hear a blabbermouth baby, right, spreading his sexism and misogyny and contradicted himself every opportunity he gets? And then when he loses an argument, he says, why do you go for the gotchas? I go for the jugular 110%, bro. So are you going to go ahead and lead yourself into giving an argument as a strong man you are?
As a strong man I am? Well, I'm gonna wait till you turn it off to speak.
So let's hear the argument. Why is it the case that men are better at leading than women in the context of the presidency of our country?
Dino, I'm trying to explain it, but you won't shut up, bro. Like, let me talk.
I will shut up and let you talk.
Okay. So what exactly I was saying is I generally think that men are better at leading than higher positions. Now, do I think that, like I said, a woman can be good in a leading position? Absolutely.
I've won an argument for the claim that you just made.
What claim did I just make? Explain it. Tell
And
me
this
that.
is why men aren't better at leading than women, because they can't even remember what they said fucking 3 seconds ago. I won an argument to justify that your claim that generally men are better at leading in certain positions, such as the presidency, is true.
Yes, because it's a biological fact. It is a biological fact that men are better. Have you ever seen a warlord be a woman? Genghis Khan was not a woman. Julius Caesar was not a woman. Alexander the Great was not a woman, and they conquered so much. No woman would have been able to do that.
Okay, so what are the biological differences between men and women that make men capable of fulfilling these roles, but not women?
Okay, men have testosterone, which leads to higher.
So what effect on the body does testosterone have that makes men better at leading than women?
Okay, it increases libido. It increases
higher sex drive makes you a better leader?
Not necessarily. You
so
said
then why the fuck would you say that?
You said what effects does it have on men?
I'm asking you for the relevant effects on men that makes them better fit for leadership positions.
Okay, yeah. So libido, but like I said,
libido.
You have a higher...
Explain to me how having a higher sex drive makes you better at being the president.
Let me talk. You just said that. Can you let me talk?
Sure. Dude, I'm so sorry. Dig your own grave, bro. Go for it.
Thank you. No, I love digging my own grave. It's fun. So like I said, that men are generally stronger minded, not stronger minded. They have a higher drive to get things done. Not saying that women do not, because there are some very successful women out there. Other men respect men more than they're going to respect a woman, especially in a high power. Men just have more of the, I don't want to say scare factor, it just sounds wrong, but they have more of a power factor, I guess. So you're genuinely going to be more willing of respect towards a man, especially in politics. And you can see that every day. Doesn't mean we still shouldn't respect women, because I totally do think that we should, even in politics. But men are just genuinely more respected in politics because they're stronger willed, stronger minded, and they're just in history, they're more willing to get things done than women are.
So watch how easy this is to debunk. Now, I just want to make it incredibly clear, right? I'm so surprised that this argument still exists in 2024 because of how easy it is to refute. So you said a couple things there. You said that men are better at leading than women in like politics or whatever the hell because of a couple things. First, you said libido. Then you said mental strength. Then you said people typically respect a man leader compared to a woman leader more. And then you said they have a better drive to get things done. Those are the 4 points that I'm going to debunk in like 30 seconds flat, and you won't have a response. The first point about fucking...
I got one question.
No, I want to debunk the fucking shit that you just said. Sit your ass on mute. No, you could ask... No, quite frankly, no. No. You could ask your question after I get done debunking your argument. You were like a little fucking immature boy. At your age, we are having a debate. You gave me your argument why you think men are better at leading than women. You know that you're about to get shit on, so then you want to start interrupting and being a little asshole. So sit your ass on mute like a good boy while the real man dismantles every single word that just came out of your mouth. Does that sound good?
You have okay. No testosterone looking ass.
No testosterone looking ass. Go watch my recent posts. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So about your first claim about how men are more likely to be respected than women on a global stage. Okay, I'm going to prove that you don't have an IQ because we've already been through this. Okay, you're right in the sense that there does exist levels of sexism globally that makes misogynistic men like you more likely to respect a man compared to a woman. But you also affirmed the fact that there exists anti-black racism globally, which means racist people probably also like you are more likely to respect a white leader compared to a black leader. Right? But earlier I asked you if this single fact alone makes white people better at leading than black people, and you said no.
All right, what we're not going to do is call me racist. So you have a great day.
Oh, you're running away. Okay, bye.
I'm
You just
not a
proved
racist.
you just proved to me that levels of testosterone and all these other traits that you said were caused by higher levels of testosterone don't make you a better leader because you label me as a low test man and then you run away from me. Why
No,
are you
you're not
running
gonna-
away from a
no,
low
you're
test
not,
man?
You're not going to call me
Allie,
racist.
thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. Oh, I didn't say that you're racist. I said that you're probably racist. Okay.
Probably.
And then I also think that you really need to calm down on your emotions.
Younger.
Yeah, this is what they do. They get emotional and they start whining like babies when they get disproven. So I just want to make sure that you affirm this. Moving forward, I'm making my
Probably
argument.
racist my ass saying the N-word when he was younger.
Oh my God, look at you. You can do
My ass.
everything but follow and track a
can't.
debate. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you this argument one last time. You need to get your shit together. You need to get in line. I need you to put your big boy pants on, the thinking cap on top of the head. I'm not here to babysit. I'm not here to guide you into the light. I'm here to shit on your views so then hopefully you'll become a better person. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 strikes. Usually it's 3, but you need more leniency than my 7-year-old nephew, so I'll give you 5. I'm going to run an argument by you. If you can't respond, if you say something other, we're just going to throw you back on mute, remove one of your strikes, and keep on going. And once again, keep in mind, this is the man that's saying that men are so good at leading. You have to be fucking toddlered. God, I've never had a woman on my live act like this in my life, bro. The most insufferable woman I've ever debated doesn't come close to the most sufferable man. Just saying. Okay. All right, but now we're going to get back to the argument. So would you affirm, right, that even though anti-black racism exists and people are more likely to have more respect for a white leader than a black leader, that this doesn't mean white people are better at leading than black people? Okay, lead your way to the unmute button since you're so good at it with your high levels of testosterone.
You're also good at leading me. So no, I do not think that white people are better leading than black people. So no.
So now let's see. So my goal here, Besau, is to use as little words as possible to conceptually relate this to men and women so you could understand it. White people, not better at leading than black people, even though anti-black racism means people more respectful to white people than black people. Men aren't better at leading than women, even though misogyny means men like you have more respect for man leader over woman leader. Do you see the conceptual analogy? Don't worry, buddy. I have a drawer right behind me with some crayon and some paper. All right? On the bottom drawer even has some polka dot paper. If you really need to have a guiding tool to help you pay attention, I got you, Besau. Just let me know. But does that make sense?
Total sense, buddy. Total sense. Yeah.
Good. We have 1 point down. We have 3 more points to go. We have finally debunked 1 point. Good. Okay. Awesome. So the next point you said was that men better at leading than women because they're mentally stronger than women. I'm gonna start off very simply. Why do you think men are mentally stronger than women?
Why do I think men are mentally stronger than women?
Are you driving?
I'm not. No, I had to come out and get a thing from the car.
Jalen, leave the $1 Venmo.
So why do I think that men are more mentally stronger than women?
Yeah.
You're gonna make fun of me just because of testosterone. I think that men.
He's very obviously driving. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest. He's very obviously driving. We're gonna go and see what our next guest does have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, do give us a minute. Oh man, dude, I honestly forgot how fun it was to like baby some of these like immature wrecks, dude. All right, we're gonna go to move on to our next guest. Everybody, do just give us a minute, guys. If you are in the queue, make sure that you do think that men are better at leading than women. All right, we're just looking for some very good argumentation here. Okay, what's up, man? Do you think that men are better at leading than women, bro?
Me or the other dude?
How old are you, bro?
I'm 18.
Yeah, you, bro. Do you think that men are better at leading than women, bro?
Nah, but I wanted to tell you a goat, bro.
Hey, let's go, dude. Yo, absolutely jacked, libbed out brother. Hell yeah, bro. What's up, Evan? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I'm gonna say yes for the sake of this argument.
God, if you just, I'm looking to talk to people that actually believe these things. We're gonna get our next guest up in here. And by the way, guys, if you do want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal, they are in my bio, and it means the absolute world to me. I do appreciate you guys so much for the love. What's up, Chloe? Do you think that men are better at leading than women, or what about you, Annie?
I am not mean to be in this. Can you kick me out?
Yeah, no worries. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest. By the way, we are definitely like following glitched and shadowbanned to all hell, but I honestly don't care. We only have like 30 people in the queue, so I'm just gonna put it out there. So if you are Abby, Port Sky, Leah, Malia, Betray, Julia, Marcel, Crystal, Jack, Users, Nick, Jacob, Josh, CJ, Samuel, Tom, Sav, Hey EB, Almost Gone, Scotty, Justin, Scott, Gavin, Jin, Yurza, Christopher, Thrasher, or Hot Hit Collectibles, if I just said your name, you are in the guest requests. Now leave the guest requests if you don't think that men are generally better at leading than women. I've called you all by name. I've told you all very fair and square to leave if you don't think that men are better at leading than women. So now we're just going to start picking from the queue. How does that sound? We got CJ loading up.
All right.
CJ, do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. I've been waiting to come up. I'm nice to meet you, Dean, and I'm 22 years old.
22. All right. Hey, Abby, thank you for the $7 donation on Venmo, saying that I'd wish these guys would lead themselves to shampoo that's not a 3-in-1. I do appreciate you for the love, Abby. Everybody, please do show some love to Abby down below for the $7 donation. So let's talk about it, CJ. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Let's talk about it. So I noticed that a debate tactic that you use all the time is you try to kind of make things one-to-one. Like if I say that a strength, like having more strength as a man is a good leadership quality, that somehow means that's the one defining attribute. So if you can, if you can't find something that's just predicated on strength, then that debunks that. Well, that's not true. Back in like primal days, if we were to bring it back to, caveman times, strength is obviously a big thing. Nowadays, that's less valuable because we're in a society where strength isn't as prominent, but that doesn't mean that that's something that doesn't posture you well in society. So
you're absolutely right. If we were all ooga booga caveman with sticks that we beat each other with, men would be better at leading than women. In fact, this is my hypothesis why systemic misogyny and traditionalism even exists. It's because in the dawn of time when we were all cavemen, Aaron, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, men did have a very clear advantage over women, which was physical strength. And then they used that to plant the seeds of like this oppressor class of
the
men.
patriarchy.
And then that is where like modern society and the patriarchy and traditionalism stems from.
Okay,
that fact
so
alone.
but you can see how the advantage of having the testosterone, of having our not only physical strength but our dominance throughout society, as you just admitted, just the groundwork was let up for us.
I don't think that gives you dominance today. Becca, thank you for the $10
just because
on
it's
Venmo. I
not
appreciate
physical
you for
strength,
love, Becca.
Just because your testosterone doesn't manifest into, just because the physical strength isn't the only thing we're dialing in on, doesn't mean testosterone doesn't, give us a posturing technique in society. As you just admitted, the patriarchy is real. The patriarchy can't be real at the same time of you saying that men aren't better to lead within the patriarchy. How would that make sense?
Okay, so if an oppressing system exists, those in which are the oppressors are better at leading than the oppressed. Would you say that white people are better at leading than black people because of systemic racism?
I would say if we were dominantly across the global sphere, if we were dominantly a white culture, then I guess the answer would be yes. Under those terms, I wouldn't concede that point at all. And do you know how many countries there are in the world? I believe there's like 195. Only 59 of them are Caucasian. mainly at least. So it wouldn't give you a dominance over the global sphere anyways. Like Israel, if that's a big, powerful force in the world. How would that give you a leg up being Caucasian to, in terms of Israel? I don't know how that would. And of course, like, would you say that, a country in Africa or an Asian country, do you think China would value whiteness more than another race? I don't think so. So I think that kind of negates itself.
I made the claim in America, right? But I will go ahead and respond to one moment, calm down. Right. I will go ahead and respond to this claim as well. Yeah, colorism and anti-black racism exists globally. That is an undeniable truth. It exists globally. We see colorism and anti-black racism in Africa with the white colonizers from France and Spain going in there and stealing their resources and colonizing their countries. Okay, we see colorism and anti-black racism worldwide. Of course, I'm not positioned the best to educate you on global anti-black racism. It would take an academic to do so.
Well, listen, I did preface it.
No.
Come on, man. Come on.
No.
All right, go on.
And I'm sure there's a handful of people watching the live right now that could. But that aside, I'll re-ask my question very specifically. In America, we have a clear as day system of systemic misogyny and systemic racism, in which we have an intersectionality of individuals in which suffer from oppression. Right? This would include women. However, this would also include all black people. Right? And white people would exist within an oppressor class in this sense because of systemic racism. So would you say in America, white people are better at leading than black people?
Do they have an advantage? Yes. And what's the difference?
Wow. So what is the biological differences between white people and black people that make
you
white
just
people better at
outlined
leading than
you
black
just
people?
outlined a social advantage. Why does it have to be a biological advantage? That's what I said about you trying to make things one to one and say, well, if biologically, technically, that doesn't give them an advantage of over all random circumstances, then that means it's wrong. I don't think that matters. I think that there's more at play than just biological differences.
So you think that social facts can make a group of people better at leading than another group of people? So I just want to clarify.
Absolutely.
You do think that white people are better at leading than black people?
I'd say they have an advantage over leading. Yes, and that's
Wait,
clear.
but does
because
having an advantage to exist in leadership positions make you better at leading?
Yes, it does under our circumstances because context is important.
Okay,
because you're talking about
wow.
America.
So what does it mean to be a good leader then? Because I think that you're misconstruing the claims of the live. So you're saying that social advantages make you better at leading. No, right? So we're going to be looking at an individual's innate ability to control and sway the voice and opinion and direction of those around them. And I wouldn't say that this is reliant upon consequent social advantages, right? You could say that a white person is more likely to be a leader because of social advantages, or has more opportunity to be a leader because of social advantages. But I don't think that any of these traits of privilege make them better at being a leader. Cassie, thank you for the $1 on PayPal.
Okay, but you were the one that led that argument down that path in the first place to trying to corner me in a sense where if I believe that white people would be better, then that would, or if they wouldn't be better, then that would debunk my argument. That's the only reason we're talking about this.
That's the obvious truth is that no, white people are not better at leading than black people. But
they have an advantage. But I don't know
so
how you could say it's a systemic
yes or no,
problem.
are white people better at leading than black people? I want a yes or a no. I don't want you to respond.
Yeah, I'll say yes. I'll say yes. In the society that we live in right now, then the answer would be yes, of course. Radically yes. I don't know how you could be on both sides of the fence and say that there's a systemic racial issue, but also it's just as easy to lead.
So would you say that people shouldn't have voted for Obama in 2008 because he was black and he was running against a white
Now
man?
that's one specific example. If we're talking broad scale, because you can always find a woman that's better than a specific man.
I appreciate you for the love.
You know what I mean? There's more nuance than you're trying to bring up. And this is what I saw with your debate with Nick Fuentes too. The lack of nuance. It's just there's nuance in these statements that I feel like a lot of people that come up here, they don't try to attack it all.
Do you think that Nick Fuentes won that debate?
Actually, no. I actually DM'd you at the time too. I didn't know how big you were, but I said that you won that exchange because he wasn't even pointing out the nuance. So I mean, that's
Boss,
I'm not to credit your ideas, but to credit your debate style. It caught him. This TikTok debate style is very unique, where you guys, and I swear you're smart enough to know what the nuance is, but it's easy to win these arguments by pretending like there's none. And that's what's sickening. It's like in this specific instance, I don't know how I think that you actually agree with me. I think that
Travis,
you
thank you for the rose. And
understand
Die, thank you so
that
much for
men
the
are better than
motorcycle.
leading.
I do really appreciate you for the motorcycle, Die. No, I don't. I mean, like, so far, you've been on my live for about 10 minutes. You haven't really told me why men are better at leading than women. You've just said, but the nuance. I think, like, you said, like, one word, testosterone. That, like, the whole.
Well, I can get into it.
I mean, so how about I concede and agree that we need more nuance in these conversations? So
I can get into it. I can get into it. I would like to.
So let's talk about it. So you're saying the higher levels of testosterone present in men compared to women make them better at leading. So what are the relevant consequences / effects of testosterone that make people with higher levels of testosterone better at leading? And Lilith, thank you for the $10 on Venmo for crushing it in every debate. Thank you for the $10, Lilith. Everybody, please do show some love to Lilith down below.
Okay, well, you would agree that there are biological differences that lead us towards different decision making on average than women. Like from men to women, you see these transpire within the workplace, within society at large. You see that men are more suited and they pursue leadership positions more. I say that fact alone would prove that men are better at leading because they seek those positions out more commonly than women do. And because of that, I'd say that that's a factor that, you know, I don't exactly know what your position is too. Do you think they're exactly equal? Is that your position, or do you think that women are better at leading?
Okay, well, I mean, I don't think that we could like make any judgment based upon the two categories of man and woman, gender identity, or what's in between your legs to demonstrate how good or bad you are at leading. And that's like saying who's better at leading someone that likes Nike or Jordan shoes. It just makes no sense. It's gibberish in my mind. But CJ, I like want to let you know this is your fault. You're the one that called for nuance, so I'm going to go ahead and point out a conflation that you just made in your statement. So you said that you would agree that there's biological differences between men and women, males and females on average, and then you conflated that to why we see men more driven towards leadership positions in society compared to women, right? I don't think that is a fair conflation to make at all, because I think that this can be explained outside of biological distinctions between men and women and completely within the confines of society and what is stigmatized for women and what is promoted for men. Like, obviously, when you push traditionalism on generations of Americans for hundreds of years, and you tell the women that they're not supposed to be in these leadership positions, and you tell the men that women aren't supposed to be in these leadership positions, you're going to see drastically more men in these leadership positions, and then when it starts to open up towards women in these fields, you're going to see the men stigmatizing that. But that absolutely does not speak towards the woman's ability to be in those positions. And I could give you a very clear, crystal-cut example to understand this, okay? STEM fields, very similar to leadership fields, is something that has been promoted for men and stigmatized for women. Following your logic, this would tell us that men are better in STEM fields than women. Is that true? No. Let's just take
Again, that's a specific example that you would have to follow a different line of logic for.
15% of surgeons are women. Using your logic, we'd expect men to be better at surgery than women, but the AMA and the JMA would vehemently disagree with their study on 1.4 million patients that demonstrated that if you're operated on by a man compared to a woman, you're more likely to die or to experience negative post-operative outcome results. So no, just because something exists as a domination of the man doesn't mean that the man's better at dominating it.
It doesn't, but it's a damn good it's a damn good example to follow, and it's something that's revealing enough to look into. I think that accounts for the majority of my argument, even without our preconceived tendencies with testosterone. But I would argue your point and say that are these stigmas the reason why we fall in line with these behavior patterns, or are these stigmas created because we're better suited biologically? Because it had to start at a root. Why has our dominance been so long held, not even just across our society, across every society in the world? There's really no women majority. Would you say that there's a matriarchy on Earth right now? And not just a woman leading, but would you say that there's a system set up in the world where women are better suited to succeed and inhabit leadership roles more often than men?
I'm not really familiar with like leadership structures outside of America.
Well,
one second.
Go on.
There's plenty of people saying yes in the chat. I'm just not aware with like leadership structures outside of America. So, anyways, to respond to your point of what created these stigmatizations, is it the fact that men are better in these fields, or is it the fact that men dominate these fields and are perceived as better because of that privilege? Well, I mean, I'd argue that the stigmatization exists because men just perceive themselves as better because they have that privilege. And countries that are more egalitarian by nature, meaning that they have more gender equality, we see less of this stigmatization existing for women to go into leadership positions, to go into STEM-related fields, and thereby we see more women in the fields outperforming or performing on par with the men, right? A good example of this would be the Nordic countries in America. It's not in America, in Europe. Okay, they're significantly more egalitarian with more gender equality, and we see disproportionately more women in STEM-related fields, disproportionately more women in politics, disproportionately more women in leadership positions, right? And what this tells us is that it has nothing to do with the innate abilities of men and women, and all to do with what is societally promoted and what is societally stigmatized due to privilege or lack thereof.
Yeah. So if that were true, if that were true in enough examples, I'd say like more than 5% of structures in the world were like that. Then that would be kind of interesting. That would be thought provoking for me. But I don't believe it to be anything close to that. I don't know. I'm not gonna say you're wrong because I don't have the knowledge to to debunk that or anything like that.
Why do you follow
would
kids?
you say the reason why only 7.4%
Hey,
of
CJ,
leadership
why do you follow
positions in
kids?
America are inhabited by women
Why do you follow
is
kids,
because
bro?
of Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Why do you follow children?
I don't, bro. Don't do that. Come on, bro. I don't.
No, I've seen like 50 people in my chat repeat that you follow kids. I'm gonna go check for myself.
Bring them up if you want to make that a thing. Bring them up. Then I've got nothing to hide, bro.
No, I don't need to bring someone up in my chat saying this. I happen to have a second device where I could just check for myself.
Yeah, do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not one of these guys. You can do the gotcha. No. And I see that you tend to say this every time you're down, because you get a lot of stupid people that come in here, and it might be fun to argue with them. But just because we're having a conversation that's leading more than 2 sentences, you got to bring up like some kid thing, dude. If you think that I'm sexually following kids, it's just a weird thing, dude. I don't like that at all.
No, I've completely debunked your points. Like, for instance, you continue to reiterate this point that men are better at leading than women because they hold, like, the privilege of the patriarchy, right? I've related this intersectionally to race. I've showed you to yield an absurd outcome when we do so. I've also related it to more egalitarian states that would show that this is nothing more than a consequence, what is socially promoted and what is socially stigmatized. And then I've also pointed out the fact that you're not able to name the ingrained biological distinctions between men and women that would make men better at leading. So, like, I don't need help by appealing towards the chat to bring up something else. I'm not.
It's just what it seems like. I don't know why you would say that. It's just a weird thing to say. But I'll say this, bro. I'll say
this.
this.
Just looking through it. Can you wait? I want to ask you a question. What are the differences between men and women that make them better at leading? You've said testosterone. You never answered my question. Right? What effect on the body does testosterone have that makes men better at leading than women?
Yep, it's pretty clear because one of the big differences we have is testosterone. So I would relate that to basically every major difference that you see on large scale. So in the world, you brought up maybe one example where it's favorable
I want
to be
the
a woman.
biological differences. What is that
we're talking about better or worse, right? So
yes, but what is that consequent?
Let me follow my thought real quick, bro.
Speaking, right? That is relevant insofar as determining that men are generally better at leading than women. It's a very simple question.
Yeah, so I mean, testosterone would be the answer, and then the outcomes of testosterone is what I'm trying to explain. So if you see it on large scale, we're talking about better or worse. If you can point to one example, that still doesn't say that they're equal or better or worse. All of our countries and societies, they've been developed from the ground up in different areas at different times with different circumstances. So if you see men succeed,
this is the issue with you. 5, 4, 3, 2, stop. Okay, I asked a very clear question. I asked you what the biological consequences were that testosterone has that are relevant in your determination that men are better at leading than women, and then you respond to that with a yap at like 100 words per minute about societies, cultures, countries,
testosterone leads to aggression. Testosterone leads to posturing. Testosterone leads us to want to position ourselves within whatever social hierarchy we find ourselves in, which is going to be different depending on the circumstance.
No, I'm asking you for the biological consequences. You've named one.
Testosterone leads to more aggression.
Anything else?
Well, that was, I guess I don't know the terminology, but I'm trying to explain it. I think you understand what I'm saying. Testosterone leads us to want to be on top of whatever social hierarchy we find ourselves
That's not
within.
a biological consequence. I need you to tell me. So are you saying like a drive?
That is a scientific fact.
Like more of a drive? to be a
Sure.
leader?
Yeah. If you want to dumb it down, we could say aggression, and we could just go off of that. If you need an exact term, that's fine. But aggression is what leads us to want to
Jessica,
be in these positions in the
thank you for
first place.
$5 a
In
month.
pursuit of these positions, in pursuit of the power, is almost more important than how we yield it, because as long as we're in these positions on greater scale, we're going to have more experience within these positions. We're going to have more of a demographic
Okay,
that
okay.
makes up
I asked you a
leadership.
very simple question. Now you're just adding on words and garbage.
Okay, go on.
So the
go on.
question that I asked you was, what are the biological consequences of higher levels of testosterone that promote men to be better at leading than women? And your answer is higher levels of aggression. Also, first of all, about your following, yeah, I was able to click through it and find at least like 3 minors. I don't know why you're following teen girls that post videos of them dancing. That's like really fucking weird.
I don't do that, bro. I don't
I'm
do that.
literally looking
you
one
can pull it
on.
up.
I am. I'm looking at it on my computer right now.
It says 13 girls, bro. That's not.
Yes, 17. In fact, that's just one that I found.
If that is the case, bro, drop the names. I'll unfollow. I'll be happy to do it. That's not.
I don't think I'm gonna
appropriate to
name
talk
a
about.
17-year-old on my live for like 6,000 people to go harass.
I guess so. This is just a weird position you put people in because I'm not aware of any of this stuff. If it's true, then it's an accident. So I guess we'll just deal with that later. But let's talk about the issue at hand, unless this is a bigger deal for you.
A few 16-year-olds as well. God, yeah, and Victor, yeah, sure, yes. Blame me for putting you in a weird position because you follow children. That's fucking crazy.
Well, how does someone respond to this? If it's something that's on my following list for whatever variety of reasons, I don't know. Like it's not malicious in any way, so I don't know how.
I didn't mean to tell her to beat me at the CVS at 7:30. Please, you have to believe me. No,
Okay.
I didn't mean to bring a condom in my backpack. No, it was an
Okay, so
accident.
we'll just assume that I'm a bad nature person, and I guess we'll go from there.
Well, I mean, makes sense considering your argument. You're saying that men are better at leading than women because they have higher levels of aggression. No, that's not something that results in the consequence of better leadership. That's something that results in a consequence of higher rates of violent crime. That's something that.
That's why I
results in
tried
a
to
consequence
define
of
the
higher-
other attributes, but you.
Of higher levels of like domestic violence, higher levels of kidnapping, higher levels of arson, higher levels of like, I don't know, cyberbullying with threats of violence. By the way, these are all statistics pulled from the FBI crime statistics that men disproportionately commit them all, right? 92%, in fact, higher levels of rape, right? And then on the large scale, I'd say that aggression, right, can be very easily interchangeable with impulsivity, right? And I don't think that an impulsive leader is a good leader. Right? I'd say that a good leader is anything but aggressive, right? And the reason that I'd say that is with lower levels of aggression, you also have lower levels of impulsiveness, right? And that's going to be very vital, right, for a good leader. But you're also following a 14-year-old. I don't really want you on my fucking live. That's weird as shit. We're gonna move on to our next guest. That is really fucking weird. What the fuck? Jolly, thank you for the cat. Ew. Okay. All right, we're just gonna go and move on, bro. Check your following list next time, dude. Please. And unfollow the kids. Unfollow the kids. You need to get very far away from them. Hello, Mr. Min. Also a middle schooler? What a creep. Mr. Man, hi, are you here? All right, Mr. Man's not here, so we're going to move on to our next guest. If you guys do want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal are in my bio, but we're going to get our next guest up into the live as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. I do just have to respond to texts. And typically, I am very bad at multitasking, so you do just going to have to give me a minute.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell her.
There's a child. Hey, what's going on? Do you believe that men are better at leading than women?
No, Dean, I just wanted to say you're amazing. Keep doing
Yeah,
what
I
you're
appreciate-
doing.
Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Hello, Annalisa. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to click the box. I am so sorry.
Oh, no worries, no worries. We're going to move on to our next guest. All right, you guys, please, if you are in the queue, make sure that you're here to debate. I do really appreciate and love everybody that's here, especially in the queue, just to show your love. I love you all, but we are just looking for debates. Hey, what's up? How old are you? All right, and they're not here. Maybe we need to do call out again. Shauna, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. All right, we got Casey loading up in. I think I'm just going to start spam. All right, what's up, Casey? Hey, do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Yeah.
How old are you?
27.
How many continents are there?
There's like 7 of them.
What's your favorite?
Africa.
All right, you passed the bare minimum to be on the live. So tell me why you think men are better at leading than women.
I love what you do. You are an inspiration to me and my family. We all love you. We all follow you. You're incredible.
Thank you for the love. And that's why, folks, he can name the 7 continents. That's why you can name how many continents there are. That's right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. You were phenomenal. Just looking for debates. Well, that was convincing. That was convincing. He did well. All right. Well, we're gonna go and let this guy up that is like obsessed with me. You all probably know him by now. What's up, man? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Dean, you don't know obsessed, so keep your little mouth shut.
Dude, you want me to open my little mouth more and more and more and more because you can't stop listening to it. Answer the question.
You're at 5,700. You were at 20,000. In 15 days, you dropped 10,000 to 15,000 live viewers.
Yeah, I got a question. How many viewers do you get when you go live?
I bought all my viewers, buddy.
So how many viewers do you get when you go live?
How many do I get? 0.
Yeah. Great.
But guess what? Bud?
Yeah.
I'll see you at Hawthorne Park very soon.
The fuck is Hawthorne Park?
I don't know. It's somewhere off of Gunnison, I think.
The fuck is Gunnison? I mean, I hope you don't like pull up on some like random fucking family. Oh wait. Hawthorne Park is a park in my town.
Hey Dean.
You want me to like? You want me to like?
You make?
Wait. Hawthorne Park is like a couple miles away from me. Do you want me to like meet you there? Do you want to do like a meet and greet?
We've already done a meet and greet, Deanie.
Oh, did you get an autograph, or is that why you're coming back?
I didn't.
Oh, so that's why you want to meet at quote unquote Hawthorne Park?
Hey Dean, you know I'm going to drive your numbers up a few thousand, probably in the next 5 minutes.
No, we're following glitch. You won't drive it up a few thousand. That's why we're like this.
Yes. No.
So you said that you're gonna meet. So when dude, when do you want to meet at Hawthorne Park, bro?
You are losing terribly, Deanie.
Okay, you'll start winning again if you could tell me when you want to meet at Hawthorne. It's 2 miles away from me. When do you want to meet?
Why don't we camp out in the little camper?
You probably. Well, I was about to say something mean. I can't say that. So when do you want to meet at Hawthorne?
How about we camp out in the camper?
What fucking camper?
How about we go get tattoos together on our calves?
I don't want a tattoo on my calf. Answer my question. When do you want to meet at Hawthorne?
How about we meet? Where did your mom teach at, Deanie?
My mom's not a teacher. Well, dude, whatever tools you're using to dox me or trying to, whatever hacker you paid your life savings and your grandmother's inheritance is doing a bad job. And I appreciate you for the $2 on Venmo. I mean, I was able to confirm that Hawthorne Park is like something in my town. Like I live a couple miles away from Hawthorne Park, but like a camper, tattoo on the ankle, and mom being a teacher.
Calves,
you are way off, man.
Calves, Deanie Bear.
Yeah, I don't have a tattoo on my calf.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
thank
not
you for the
talking about
subscription.
you.
Then who the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. It might rhyme with snotty.
What the fuck is snotty? God, dude, seriously, tell me how much you paid for someone to try to find information on you, because it seems like they bullshit the hell out of you.
What's bullshit is how bad your viewers are now.
There's 6,000 people watching you saying that
third of
we have
what
bad
you
viewers.
used to be. And Dean, do you want to know another little secret? I've given you a lot of secrets, but you're not as smart as you think you are. So
Okay, wait, really? I want to tell you a little secret first.
Go ahead.
Just real quick.
Yes, tell me.
How many states are there in America?
I don't know. 46?
Yeah, see, that's the issue with these dumbasses, man. All right, moving on to our next guest. Let's go and get our next guest up in the box. Everybody, just do give us a minute. We get our next guest loading in, quite frankly. Dude, I want him to pull up to Hawthorne Park, man. Where's he at? It's like 2 miles away from me. I'll pull up. I'm looking at pictures of it. It looks like a pretty nice place.
Oh my god, that was an accident. I'm so sorry.
No worries. Yo, Sally, thank you so much. I do appreciate you for the love for the cool gift. If anyone else in here does want to show me some love, if you want to donate, my Venmo as well as my PayPal or my bio. I get 100% of the proceeds on those platforms compared to about 30 here on TikTok, and I do really appreciate you guys. What's up, Nick? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
That we played
Okay,
in
it's like watching someone else's stream on full blast. A lot of people in the chat are saying, like, be careful. Be careful. You're stronger than me. Bro, it's some random fucking creep on the internet. I meet, like... I see, like, 50 random creeps walking up and down Main Street. Old men with peering eyes. Come on, guys. It will be fine. We'll be just fine. Everything will be okay. QB is worse. I'm desensitized after him. We don't even need a trip. We're going to move on to our next guest. Sally! Thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo towards the FBI Protection Fund. Yo, let's go, dude. I appreciate you for the $20. Everybody, please show some love to Sally in the chat for the $20 towards the FBI Protection Fund. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Sally. What's going on, man? How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're graduating high school in like 3 years. You are a sophomore. You are maybe 15. Moving on to our next guest. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say. Please, guys, if you are in the chat, make sure you're an adult and make sure that you do think men are better at leading than women. Hey, what's going on? Oh, Harry automatically left. All right, we're just going to go ahead and just, please check over if you're in the queue. Make sure that you're supposed to be there. What's up, Yurza? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I feel like it depends on, what leadership you're talking about. I mean, like you said, as far as women being leadership in healthcare, I do agree. There's certain things that their leadership's in, and there's certain things that, men leadership in
let's take
too.
politics.
As far as politics, I mean, I do think, Trump obviously beat Hillary and, Kamala. I don't know, that's debatable to say would they have been better leaderships if they won. But,
So once again, my question was, do you think that men are better at leading in politics than women?
I think Trump is a better leader than Hillary and Kamala, yes. And I'm not the only one that thinks that based off our electoral votes.
I just sometimes I have to just like ground myself in understanding that so many humans are like so fucking stupid.
When it's not just me. I mean, so you think our electoral picks?
Dude,
You think
I
our
know it's
electoral
not just
picks are
you.
stupid too, though? Like you think the people in state representative that
Holy
pick
shit.
the electoral votes are stupid?
Mila, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. I do appreciate you for the love.
I mean, honestly, you think all the people from the state representatives in the swing states that voted for him are stupid, or no? Like, because it's not about just me and you. It's about the electoral
I think that
votes.
you're stupid.
So you think the people in the state representative are stupid too? That the Congress picked and put there for the congressional delegation?
I'm still waiting. So first of all, I just want to clarify a misconception about how elections work in America. Malika, thank you so much for the $25 on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love, Malika. Everybody, please show some love to Malika down below in the chat. Let's get
I mean, don't get me
$300
wrong,
for
bro.
Malika down below.
I'd still vote for a woman. Like I feel like Tulsi Gabbard has a good pick at being VP and then president in the future.
All right, thanks. Anyway, so yeah, first I'm just going to clear up a misconception that you have about how elections work.
I don't have a misconception about how electoral votes work, dude. But
I do.
I mean,
you do.
No, I don't. It's just it's funny how you.
Okay.
Think
Do I need to mute you?
Too.
Do I
But
need
go
to mute
ahead.
you?
Like
Do I
I
need to mute
don't
you?
think what you think I don't know about it.
Yeah. So you said that we have like state representatives that pick and choose where the electoral votes for the state go based upon their subjective feelings.
No, that's how
it's not true at all. So the way that it works.
That's how the state picks who gets picked in to make the vote, dude. Each state gets votes based off how many people they get put towards the state. I know exactly how it works. So you're not going to take my words and twist.
All right, so there's how it actually works. So you made the claim that we have state representatives that determine where the electoral votes go. No, that's not true. So the state will vote, and then the overall tally
It's
goes
based
back
on
to the
who they
governor's
pick, dude.
office, and the overall tally.
Exactly how it works.
Okay, man. If you interrupt me again, I'm gonna kick you.
I know exactly how it works, dude. They pick Trump. Cry about it.
Okay. So here's okay. Now Trump cry. Okay. Here's what I wanted to point out that was the reason why I called you really fucking stupid. So I asked you if you think that men are better at leading in politics, and then you said yes because Trump is a better leader than Kamala Harris.
Well, then no, those are he just got picked.
Okay. So just like, first of all, like that's false, obviously, right? I'd love to have a debate with you about that. But I mean, as it concerns the topic at hand, insofar as the general attitudes and abilities of women compared to men, we can't like use two people to speak for everybody. Like, for instance, like every single woman in my chat is a better leader and more competent than you. Does that mean that women are better at leading than men? No. Right? So when you're going to make an argument that this is generally true, you can't just isolate it down to two people and have that speak for an overall representation. And I can't even believe that I have to explain this concept to you like a goddamn third grader.
You don't have to, dude. You don't have to. You're
So
just
you understand that I'm right. So then
no,
what's your argument?
Well, you're just upset that he won, dude. It's fine. Like, there's gonna be a woman leader eventually. The right one just hasn't been.
Karen,
against
thank you
the
for the
right
$20 on Venmo. St. Dean for President
It's not my
2024.
fault. Like, you're acting
I appreciate
like it's
you
my
for the love,
fault.
Karen. Thank you so much for the love. Everybody
That's
spam
the
W's for
problem.
Karen down below in the chat. Thank you for the $20 donation. Hey man, I'm gonna give you like one last chance before I embarrass you to like just stay on topic with men, women, and a topic about systemic misogyny. So your claim that Arnold won governor in the state of California because of his strength is false. He won governor because of his popularity. Would you say
Why
that if would you say if Arnold was not a popular movie star that he would have won the governor's seat in the state of
But
California?
it was based off his strength, dude. Like,
So
he
then
was a
answer my
popular
question. If he
movie
wasn't a
star and a
movie star, would he have
bodybuilder
won
because
the
of his
governor of
strength. Like, you're
California?
trying to say that that's not true, and that is the case. I mean, I looked it up. I've been in your live for a minute, bro. I did.
Great. So then tell me how Arnold's bicep size led him to decisions on his desk in the government.
That's not what I'm saying, dude. I'm saying that's why people voted for him, though. That's why he won against the other dude, because he looked like a better leader because he was stronger. Like,
Oh, okay. Right. So if your argument is that people voted for him because of his physical strength, and the fact that people voted for him because of this attribute means that this attribute is relevant in determining who the better leader is, well, would you say that certainly 100 years ago, definitely today too, but it'll just be more of an absurd reductio if we poised this in 100 years ago, that every single person in America, hey, buddy, hey,
like,
I'm gonna
they
go
talked about
5,
it, bro.
4,
Dude, I don't give a
3,
fuck. Kick me, you
2.
fucking.
No, I don't want to kick you. I just want you to calm down. Okay. We need to give him the timeout. Let it happen. Just let it happen.
So
Let it happen,
it is.
chat.
It's all right.
Guys, I swear to God, I will be the best father one day because these like 13-year-old boys that
Dude,
lie about their
cut
birthday
deep
and
as
come on
much-
these lives, they teach me how to parent. So yours, put the big boy pants on, put the thinking cap on top of your head,
We're
and
here.
calm down.
We're here.
So emotional. I mean, like this is like a live representation of like why men could possibly be
Only
worse
have
at
six-
leading than women. Have you ever seen a woman do this? No. So yours, like a good boy, go ahead and sit down, crisscross applesauce while the real man teaches you.
Dude. You know what you're.
Should we just like let him go until he's done and then speak? Like I want to get the chat's approval. Should we just like unmute him and let him go until he's done? Yeah. All right, go ahead, buddy.
Dude, you think you're so superior. I mean, it's all right though, dude. I hate that we gotta like get this. I want to meet you 50-50, bro. But like honestly, you know, I feel like sometimes you can't give me any leeway. Like you want to try so hard to educate me or prove me wrong. But I heard every other point with every person, dude. I've been in here like a half hour, so it doesn't matter if your chat sits here and says this or you say that. I mean, like, you know, I'm willing to have an actual debate, but you know, you got to meet me halfway too, dude. Honestly.
Good boy. Awesome. So you're able to get that all out. First of all, I think it's great that we have a space where you could speak your mind. I think that that's important for us all. But now something that I'm going to ask from you, right, is to allow me that same opportunity. Is that fair?
I mean, if it's not the same shit that I've heard, or I just feel like you're repeating the same thing you said to the other people.
Yeah,
I mean,
I want to
ahead,
make
dude.
sure that I meet you halfway. Absolutely.
Dude, you don't got to
Good
talk to me
boy.
like I'm. You don't got to do that.
Oscar,
That's just
thank
gonna
you
make-
for the $11 and the 11 cents on
If you-
Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Oscar. Everybody, please show some love to Oscar down below in the chat. Sorry, buddy.
If you got to talk to me like a kid.
Sorry, buddy. I was muting you so I could thank my donor, but you could go and continue now.
No, I'm saying, dude, like you don't got to talk to me like I'm a dog or like I'm a kid. That's pretty disrespectful, dude. Let's just keep it simple, bro.
You're
Honestly.
right. You're right. I got you. I'll talk to you like the real man you are.
No,
So now that we have that out of the way, which
Get
by the
so
way,
smart, bro. Jesus.
I know
Come
I'm
on,
smart.
dude.
Thank you. You don't
For
need to
real.
tell me. I don't worry. I already know. God, it's like what works with him. I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, if you, what's up, Mayor? I hope you're doing well. Hey, if you want the reality of the situation, if you want me to stop talking to you like you're a toddler, then stop acting like one. Anyways, I wanted to go back to something that you said earlier because I just wanted to absolutely destroy it. You said that Donald Trump was a better leader than Kamala Harris, and we're going to go ahead and fuck on that, Natalie. Thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I'd just like to clarify, quite frankly, that no, the 34-count felon, adjudicated rapist that wanted to religiously persecute all new Muslims from coming into our own country, that sexualized a little girl saying that he'd date her in 10 years, boasted about grabbing women by the P word, or said that he loved to walk into the changing rooms of half-naked teenage girls, is not going to be a good, valiant, patriotic leader. He's going to be a piece of shit that shouldn't have gotten $400 million from his daddy to waste on 6 bankruptcies when he could have had a higher net worth now if he put it in the stock market, S&P 500, a very common index fund. But I hope that, teaches you something, all right? But Yurza, we're all waiting on you now. Looks like you're on pause. Maybe you left. I'd recommend getting the tail out of your legs and debating me like one of those real men that you preach about so vehemently. He follows kids? Well. He left. He ran. Of course he did. Makes sense to me. What is it? Oh, wait. She's in the queue. What is it with these like 20-year-old alpha males following little girls? Hey, what's going on?
Dean, oh my God, that was the craziest conversation I've ever heard. That was...
Oh, they get crazier.
I know, but it's every time I join, I think I hear a crazier one. and I'm wrong because it gets crazier each time.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
It's not real.
This topic kind of brings out the worst. I mean, these are like the true shitheads. These are like
the fact that he said that men are better at leading because of their physical qualities, as if that has anything to do with leading in this century.
Oh yeah, I mean,
right? Like maybe when people fought to the death, but right now I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wait, I wanted to join and ask you. I'm getting the most insane hate like right now specifically. And I just needed to know, like, how do you deal with the amount of Trump supporters who DM you, email you? I've gotten my email found, like my school email was found. It's kind of crazy. Like, I was just wondering, like,
yeah, of course.
Because I know you have so many more haters and followers than I do.
Yeah, no, I absolutely understand your question. How about instead of telling you, I just show you? Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let them load in. So
exactly, like reading. Yeah, people are commenting like school email. Literally, I got sent to the like principal of my school because people online tried to like report me and get me expelled from my own school, and they don't even go here. And then my principal had to be like, "Don't worry, like we hope you're okay." Like.
Okay, well, I mean, the guy that I wanted to load in here is not joining, but dude, that's crazy that they're able to find school emails. So basically, here's my take. There's going to be a lot of people that hate you on the internet because you just are objectively 10 times more steezy than they will ever be. And that's kind of like the joking answer, but in a more realistic answer would be the fact that you are a progressive woman.
Right.
And after Trump's win, the sexists, the misogynists,
they just got so much more confident in their opinions afterwards.
They were absolutely emboldened, and now we see like levels of like borderline hate crimes against like women and minorities.
Oh my God! Did you see the whole like HBCU that got burnt down in Tennessee even after he won? He won, and they still burnt down an HBCU, a historical Black college. They burnt it down.
Damn, I haven't even heard about that.
It's insane.
Wow. And like the thing is I don't even know if I could kind of give good advice on how to deal with it because I feel like I have a completely different experience as a guy compared to you as a woman. Because like the hate that I get, right? It's not because I'm a woman. It's not because of my genitalia. It's not because of any of like these intrinsic attributes
it's just
about
your
myself
opinion.
that I can't change. It's just about my opinion.
Right.
But like one thing that I could like seriously recommend is just to do your best to keep fighting and pushing for the brighter tomorrow. But at the end of the day, if you can't because of the hate, literally no one's going to judge you for that. You know what I mean? But it's like, it is tough. And on a real note, over time comes just more of an ability to ignore it and you don't
Totally.
really care. Like now I'm at a point where I like it. You know, I see someone hating on me. I'm like, get your ass up here. Let me embarrass you.
Right. I'm like, no, I get that. Some of the comments I'm able to debate with them and whatever, but like sometimes I just get the most insane emails that I like literally have to be like, do I have to worry about this in a public setting type of way? Like
Typically the answer is no. So
Yeah.
I mean, I get like a lot of like messages
But also the
about
frats
that too.
at the frats at my school like send my content around making fun of me and saying they want to like find me and make fun of me in person. So like genuinely had to email all my teachers and be like, I'm scared to walk on campus this week. Can I come just next week? And they were like, yeah. Like,
how old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh shit! I was gonna say if you're closer to 21, depending on your state, buy a fucking pistol and keep it on your waist.
No, I wish I could. I want to buy like what's it called, pepper spray or bear spray, but like also I'm just trying to learn to like just keep my head down and ignore any like yelling comments that I get.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Hey, you know what? I mean,
It's crazy out. I'm in Rhode Island too. This is a pretty like liberal democratic state and I still am getting, it's crazy out here. And then I see you doing these lives and debating people and you're so strong with it and I'm so happy. It's so nice watching these.
Well, I appreciate you so much. And yeah, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. You know, just make sure that you're looking after your own mental health. I think that
For
that's
sure.
something that I've learned as I've been doing this, is that's really important. But then also like your physical safety. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
just do what you can. Force multipliers are a big deal. Something as simple as a mace or a taser can go a really long way, especially like in those situations. And like I know that this sounds like corny and cheesy, but I do legitimately think that it is something worth considering.
No, I
Is
know.
like there's like a lot of like courses now. Like keep in mind that they're typically directed by like the two-way absolutists, pro-constitution.
No,
Republican.
I just switched my schedule next year. I'm taking pretty much all political science classes.
Oh, but like what I was speaking on, there's like courses out there that like teach like self-defense and situational
Oh,
awareness.
right.
And like one of those could possibly be a good idea. And then for classes, I mean, this is something that I did. This isn't advice. This is just me kind of like sharing my own experiences. Is I like have predominantly switched like online courses for my school now. It makes like my content creation in here easier, but it
makes
also like
sense.
reduces the amount of situations where I could be in where like someone like wants to like throw a fist at my jaw. But, you know, I'm sorry that you're going through that.
No, thankfully, mostly what I get is just like vocal comments. I don't see myself getting physically beat up. However, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Anyway.
if there's anything else that I could ever do for you, feel free to DM me.
No, for sure. You keep debating these people. I love watching it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you so much for coming up, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Have a good one, Mayor. That is terrifying. That is like so fucking scary, dude. Like, oh man, I can't even. You know, we all need to empathize with her. Right at dawn. You know, find people at your school that like can try to understand your scenario and be there for you. You know, that is such a scary position to be in when you feel like everyone around you is like literally out to get you because they say that they are. You know, that's fucking terrifying.
I love you, Dean. I love you. I love you.
Yeah, I appreciate you for the love. We're gonna move on to our next guest now, though. Let's get back to the debates. But yeah, you know, if there's anything that we could ever do for you, you know, we have a really strong and accepting community over here, so we could get some shit done. But we're gonna move on to our next guest. Everybody, do just kind of give us a minute here. Let's go and see what our next guest has to say. Someone is spamming debate me? Why not? What's up, Jay? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
What you said?
Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Men are better leading than women?
Yeah.
Yes.
You do think that. Why is that?
I mean, look at Trump.
Okay. Have you ever
You used
like,
to be a Trump supporter, right?
Yeah, I did. This is a
Yeah,
genuine.
why you switched though?
I could inform you. I could tell you, but before I do, have you ever had a genuine conscious experience in your life?
What?
Have you ever had a conscious thought in your life?
Wait, hold on, you're lagging. Say it again.
Don't worry about it. Listen, my overwhelming point is this. You're saying that men are better at leading than women because you think that Trump is a good leader. First of all, the 34 count felon rapist is a bad leader, but even if he was literally Jesus 2.0, that doesn't mean that men are better
You
at
think
leading
Kamala's
than
better
women.
than Trump?
That just means that you could name a good leader that happens to be a man.
You think Kamala's better than Trump?
I do.
Why?
Sure. I guess if we want to go there, her character is significantly better, and her policy/platform was significantly better. She's not a felon. She's not a rapist. She's not a would-be.
She made $20 billion. Didn't she go negative 20 million?
Sarah, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. I do really appreciate you for the love. Everybody do show some love to Sarah down below in the chat. She did. And if going quote-unquote bankrupt with a campaign is bad, how do you feel about the 6 times where Trump has gone bankrupt?
What?
Trump has 6 bankruptcies. He went negative on a casino.
Trump's the best, man. Trump 2024.
Name one policy of his that you think.
You're mad that Trump became president?
Wait, is Trump our president today?
Huh?
Is Trump our president today?
I mean, he's gonna be in a few.
All right. So
and I can't wait.
Yeah,
you can't wait too, right?
Yeah, couldn't come faster, right?
Yeah, I can't wait,
so,
bro.
Hey, I just want to ask you a question.
You're gonna take a lot of all this, like.
Can you? Hey! Can you name one economic policy of Donald Trump's that you think will be good for America?
Take all this LGBTQ stuff out of school. Shouldn't be in school.
How many continents are there? One great economic policy of Donald Trump's is wanting to take gay people out of school. Bro, you can't make this up. Chat. Like, these are robots. These aren't real people. Like, oh, okay. Holy shit, yo! Maze with the $200 donation on Venmo. Yo, holy shit. Maze says, thank you for what you do. P.S. started a new job. Here's a big dono. Also still waiting on that candy collection. Yes, Maze. Holy shit. Everybody, please show some love to Maze in the chat. That is M-A-Z-E. Maze has been around forever. She has been watching the streams forever. I've personally talked to her a handful of times. She's super fucking cool. Everybody, please show some love to Maze in the chat. That is seriously so kind of you. What's up, man? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
No, I'm going to argue for that point, but I don't.
But you don't actually think it. We're going to move on, find someone that actually does. Maze, thank you so much. Everybody, seriously, please show some love to Maze. That is unreal. Thank you so much for the love, Maze. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in the box right now, but please show some love to Maze down below right now, y'all. All right, we're gonna go and get our next guest up in the box literally right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see who we got here. Hey, what's going on? Do you think that men are better at leading than women? Hello?
Can you tell? Oh, shit.
All right, they folded. They fumbled. Moving on to our next guest here. We got our next guest loading up into the box, ladies and gentlemen. We are just still looking for our next debate, y'all. And please clarify if you are in the queue. Make sure that you think men are better at leading than women. Hey, Travis Scott.
What's up? What's up?
Do you think men are better at leading than women, man?
Do I think? Well, let's just say that from the education I've had since I was a little kid, it was always brought up that men had more of a leadership than women throughout history.
Which is true.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that I would think one thing. It was just something that I was taught from my education.
But like having a dominance on like leadership in history doesn't mean that you're better at leading. Like the same thing can be said about white people, but white people aren't better at leading.
Well, it doesn't really
Peter,
have to
thank
do
you for the
anything about
$5 on
race.
PayPal. Sorry, man. If you can't see the conceptual connection there, we're just moving on. We just need to be more efficient with these conversations. Hi, Mike. Do you think that men are better at leading than women? Mike! Mike is not here, so we're going to move on to our next guest. Let's get the person with the Israel flag in their name up. I bet they'll be A fun time, right? A real great person. Yeah, the man with the Israel flag in his name, sitting in the queue for the live that says "Why are men better?" Okay, whatever. It doesn't even look like he's loading up. Yo, Jaden, thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo. Holy W's for Jaden. That is Jadyn. Everybody, please show some love to Jaden and continue to show some love to Maze. Jaden says, for not being an ignorant loser. Jaden, I love you. Thank you for the donation. We all love you. Chicken, hello. Do you think that men are better at leading than women? Why is my face cutting out?
Yes, I think that men are generally better at leading than women.
Now, why the fuck would you ever say that?
Well, I think it's pretty clear in like the biological, just like biologically, men are just better.
Ooh la la. Okay, so what are the relevant biological distinctions between men and women that make men better at leading?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of testosterone, right?
Oh, I've heard of testosterone. So higher levels of tests make you better at leading.
Well, not necessarily.
If I were to have higher levels of testosterone than Trump, would you have preferred me to be your president?
Okay, so I'm not sure why we're bringing Trump into this, but I'm not saying that all men, like if you could pull a random man and like pull a random woman, I'm not saying that woman can't be better at leading than that man. I'm just saying generally.
Generally, yeah. So what are the relevant effects of testosterone on the male anatomy that make men better at leading than women?
Well, I think that. Sorry. Like testosterone, it's good for like fight or flight. Like it's good for stress responses. It's good for like
stress responses.
It's associated with competitiveness. It's associated with risk taking.
Mm-hmm. So about stress responses, women are actually biologically designed to handle stress better than men. It's evolutionarily derived from childbirth, and it's present within thicker dendrites in neuroanatomy. About fight or flight, I don't even have a response to that dumb shit-ass sentence because I don't know what it means. It was gibberish. About risk-taking, being a risk-taker isn't generally a good quality of a good leader.
Oh, I'm not saying...
We want someone who can take risks when well-organized, but not irrational risks. And that's where we see men excel beyond women, which is things like gambling. Like, obviously, that's going to be a bad risk to take in most scenarios because your risk management isn't, like, sufficiently good. And that's where we see men excel within risk-taking.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. But I'm not saying that... I never said that risk-taking was, like, the one thing that, like, should allow men to be better at leading, But, I mean, I just think that, like, they've got, obviously, different hormonal differences. They got different... Like, they use different brain areas differently. Like, there's clear differences between men and women. Biologically, obviously.
Yeah, I asked you to name them. You named them, and I debunked them.
You debunked. Wait, what did you debunk? Wait, hold up.
Like, one of the reasons why you gave was you said men are better at dealing with stress than women. You said that, right?
Yes, I did.
False. Women have thicker dendrites in their neuroanatomy because evolution.
Where did you hear that from? Where did you hear that from?
Sure, man. I'll happily get you a source. In the meantime, guys, make sure that we're double tapping on that phone screen. But I just want to verify, while I'm looking for this source, can you please give me a claim to justify, or could you please give me your source to justify that the relevant distinctions that you name between men and women make men better at leading?
Sure.
Which is?
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, you don't have one. See, that's the only reason I asked.
Why would I have a source ready?
Because, like,
why would I have a source ready?
People like sit here and then they'll just say dumb shit ass nothingness and then like ask me to pull up the study. I mean, I will though. Yes, there you go. You could just look up sex differences and opposite effects of stress on dendritic spine density in male versus female hippocampus. That's going to be by Tracy J. Shores, and it's PMID 11487652.
Wait, can you repeat that end line?
Robert, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. Sex differences and opposite effects of stress on dendritic spine densities in male versus female hippocampus. That was a good one. You did well. You did very well. You learned from the best.
Hey, I'll see you later, bro.
Is this you running away from the debate?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Have a good one, bro.
It's a good one. It was good. You did 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 good. I'll give it to him. You did good. You did, you did good. You did good. All right. Let's go get our next guest up in the box right now. Everybody just do give us a minute. All right. We're going to get our next guest up in the box. We got Bear Maple loading into the queue right now. All right. Everybody just do give us a minute. What's up, Bear? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
So I feel like there's no empirical evidence, right? But it's more so like a constant in cultural. I'm not driving. I'm outside on the sidewalk. But it's a constant.
Well, I know that you're lying. You're obviously in the car. All right, moving on to our next guest. Everybody just do give us a minute. We don't like liars here. That's right. We don't like liars. Don't lie to me. We've been on live for about 3 hours. I think that Parker's hopping on soon. Hey, what's going on, Justin? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I mean, historically speaking, most of the leader are men, so you have to take that as some evidence.
No. Because I'd say that most leaders in history have been men, not because men are more qualified, but because men have had more opportunity. The same thing is true between the dynamic of race of white people and black people. And then you'd also not be able to point out the biological differences between men and women that enable them to be better at leading, thereby giving them more of those leadership positions.
First of
also,
all,
more egalitarian countries with more gender equality, we see more women in those leadership positions. Absolutely qualifying a higher level of male leadership is nothing more than the result of social stigmatizations around women in those same positions.
You can't include race as a history because there are several different races way back with the Mongols, the Persians. It was a diverse coalition of race.
Mongols aren't a race, it's a nationality or an ethnicity.
Okay, but if you categorize that, you would consider that a race at this point in time.
I don't think you would.
You wouldn't?
No.
What region are they from?
Yeah, what region? Like Mongolia? Like right up
Okay, and what would you consider someone from Mongolia?
I think you said like what, like a Mongol? I don't.
No, you would probably consider them Asian, right? Would that be considered a race?
Asian exists as a race, but you said Mongol.
I'm saying that's where they were, but right now it's Asian as a race. So
Okay,
you're
it's
saying,
always been
it's a YT thing. No, it's not a YT thing. It has nothing to do with race.
No, the argument would be is that
Africa-
in the context
Africa-
of American
Africa
history,
had
we've had
plenty
more
of
white
leaders.
leaders than black leaders. Does this tell us that white people are better at leading than black people?
No, again, it has nothing to do with race. Africa had leaders. The only difference was...
Great, so then your argument that because there's been a disproportionate amount of men in leadership positions in American history compared to women doesn't mean that men are better at leading than women either.
If women were better at leading, there would be more women leaders throughout history.
Yeah, and I'm saying that claim is qualified as false. I'm saying that claim can be qualified as false, right? And the reason that claim could be qualified as false is because there's other considerations that you have to make within this dynamic to qualify why we see less women in leadership positions. And it's just so easily demonstratable that they have like less of a lower level of representation within these fields because of stigmatization and like lack of opportunity compared to like not being like better able to. Like, I mean, just like logically speaking, your claim is if women are better at X, then they'd have a higher level of representation within X. Okay? Well, would you say because women only account for 15% of surgeons that means that women are worse at being surgeons?
No, because I'm talking about leadership. I'm not talking about any other.
Why would your logic only apply to leadership positions?
Motherhood than are men better at raising?
No. Answer my question.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would your line of logic only apply to leadership positions and not anything else?
Well, you just said surgery. That has nothing to do with leadership. You're asking.
I know, but we're taking your overall principled stance here. You're saying, right, principally speaking, right, when you're better at a skill, you're going to have a larger representation within the coalition of all people that are applauded by this skill. Like you're saying, men are better at the skill of leadership, thereby that's why we see majority men leaders. But I don't see why we'd be able to not qualify this in any other sense, such as men are better at the skill of surgery. That's why we see more men that are surgeons. Would you agree with that logic?
I don't think surgery has anything to do with leadership.
Okay, well, I mean, here's a fact, right? I don't know. On the inverse, I could just use my demonstrably false hypothesis that because women account for a minority of surgeons and women have better outcomes within surgery, because women account for a minority of leaders, women are better at leading. We're literally just doing the opposite of what you are, and it is still demonstrably the same.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you've been wrong about a lot of things. The election, Trump won. So, I mean, I'm not going to...
Wait. No. I actually wasn't wrong about the election.
You're gaslighting a lot of people. For the last...
you're absolutely making a red herring. You're saying because I said that Kamala Harris would have been the better president and Trump was elected that I was incorrect. Do you think that majority or populist opinion dictates what's true and false?
Most cases, yes.
Okay, so because 99% of humans for the last 3,000 years thought that the Earth was flat, did that mean that the Earth was flat?
No, it wasn't.
And because about 10 million more American citizens voted for Biden than Trump in 2020, does that mean that Biden was a better president than Trump?
Where are those 10 million people, by the way?
I can answer that question after you answer mine.
What you're saying is the Earth flat because the majority of people...
No. More people voted for Biden than Trump in 2020. So did that mean that Biden was a better president?
No, because we have facts that he wasn't.
Great. Well, I mean, you just disputed your own logic.
I don't know how I disputed my own logic.
You said because Trump won over Kamala Harris, he is the better leader compared to Kamala Harris. Well, the inverse of that would have been because Biden won 2020 over Trump, Biden was a better leader compared to Trump. But then you said, no, that's not the case because we could have facts that disprove that. Well, that's the same sentiment and line of reasoning that I would apply to the outcome of the 2024 election. I'd say a fact that proves Kamala Harris is a better leader than Trump is the fact that she's not a 34-count felon rapist that has sexualized little girls or boasted about grabbing.
No, he's not a rapist.
Or had no. Oh, yes, he is.
No, he isn't. Look up the.
He certainly is.
Look it up. You can read it. It was battery. Read it for everybody.
So it's actually sexual abuse.
No. Read exactly what it said. Don't be disingenuous.
Okay, fine. I actually have the jury verdict form.
And the federal stuff.
Do you mind if I ask you a question real quick before we move on? I don't want you to cut me off. Would you agree with me that anything entering into a woman's vagina without consent is rape?
Do I? I mean, yeah, of course. But this is a civil matter, not criminal.
Okay. You just agreed that anything entering into a woman's vagina without... One second. We're going to go point by point. You first made the point that Donald Trump's not a rapist, and now that you know I'm about to slam dunk your ass,
read it.
Move on to a point that there wasn't sufficient evidence. So that is what I'm going to go on to if you could wait. Just a moment while I speak. Thank you. Okay? So you agreed with me that anything entering into a woman's vagina without consent is rape. So Trump was held liable for penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina without her consent with his fingers. This is rape under both of our definitions. I don't need to go any further. Point blank, period. You lost.
Again, no, you haven't, because you didn't read it.
And I'll take it one step further just because I want
and
to.
You didn't read it. There was no evidence of that.
That's what he was held liable for. You said that he wasn't held liable for rape because when you read the jury verdict form, it says that he didn't rape E. Jean Carroll, but he rather just sexually abused her. That's because they define rape in the law as the male member entering into the female member without consent, right? Which would disqualify penetration with the fingers from constituting rape. That's why he was held liable for violent sexual abuse instead. But under both of our definitions of rape, it would apply in this sense. And by the way, the judge did rule in a follow-up trial that yes, her claim that Donald Trump raped her was virtually true, protecting her from countersuits because she claimed that he was a rapist on national TV. So your claim that when you read the court documents, you determine that Trump did not rape E. Jean Carroll or was not held liable for that is demonstrably false in accordance with your definition, the new definition of rape under New York state law, the definition of rape in 35 other states, as well as the definition of rape by the judge of the court.
Again, that wasn't a judgment, right?
It was the judgment. What did I just say?
You said you were going to read it.
Repeat my argument.
Dean, you said you were going to read it.
If you can repeat every single word that I just said, you wouldn't be asking me to read shit because I just went over it all with you. Repeat to me every word I just said.
It doesn't say that. None of that. Those words don't exist in the jury's decision. And is O.J. Simpson guilty?
Your answer, hey, no, we're not going to pivot yet. We're not going to pivot yet. No, we're not going to pivot to O.J. Simpson. We're going to talk about the jury.
Or not?
Okay, Justin, we will not be pivoting to O.J. Simpson. We are going to stay here and talk about the verdict form from the jury. So you just made the statement. If you read the jury verdict form, then it would be abundantly clear that Donald Trump is not a rapist. I just explained this. If you had listened to the last minute of words that have come out of my mouth, you would know the answer to your question. But I just want to publicly embarrass you because you're acting like a little shit. Repeat every single word I just said.
giving your opinion. I don't take your opinion. I take what the
Repeat my opinion.
I just take what the jury said in the instruction.
Can you repeat my opinion, sir?
No, because it means nothing, dude.
So you weren't listening?
Because no, I heard every word you said, but it's not in the jury
repeat it.
decision. Dean, it's not in the jury decision. Why do I care? You can make up a lot of things. You made up Russia collusion. You've made up all sorts of different.
Justin, you fucking suck. I need you to slow down, and I need you to repeat what I said, because if you listen to what I said, your question would be answered.
It's false, Dean.
What did I? Okay. Well, part of my opinion was that he wasn't held civilly liable for rape, and he was instead held civilly liable for violent sexual abuse. You're saying that my opinion was false, meaning that you'd make the implication that he was held civilly liable for rape.
Didn't say violent.
See how when you don't listen to a single word that I say, and you just rather refute it and say that it's all false, it'll actually lead you to the consequence that you didn't want?
Because Dean,
so I think that you need to sit down, shut the fuck up, and use your big boy listening ears. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat it one last time. Justin, are you going to listen to me?
When you say violent sexual
No, Justin, are you going to listen to me? I have 5 strikes for you, Justin. Are you going to listen to me?
You can run from me if you want.
I'm not running from you. I'm running at you, motherfucker. I'm sitting you down, and I'm telling you to listen to me so I can repeat what I said. So are you going to listen to me?
Every word you say.
So then what did I say? Because I don't think that you're telling the truth.
I'll repeat what you said.
Do it.
You said he violently SA'd her.
Because
That's what you said.
That wasn't the motive of what I said.
Did you not say that? Chat, did he say it or not?
That was not the motivation and the sentiment behind my counter-argument. So I will now repeat.
But did you say it? I just want to hear it. Yes or no?
Of course I said that he violently sexually abused her, because that is true, right? But the motivation and the sentiment of the counter-argument had nothing to do with that. So I will repeat it. So are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna go very, very slow. And I want to see if you could respond to this. I asked you if anything entering into a woman's vagina without consent is rape. And Justin, you said yes. So let's imagine rape. And now we're trying to determine what falls under it. Both you and me unanimously agree that any part of a man's body entering into a woman's body without consent is rape, right? Donald Trump was held liable for violently sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll. The specific action that the jury concluded there was sufficient evidence to deem had occurred was him penetrating her vajayjay without consent. So already, what Donald Trump did to E. Jean Carroll, that the jury agreed on unanimously due to preponderance of evidence, was rape. You just said?
Why didn't it say that in the judgment, Dean?
Great question. The reason it didn't say that in the judgment is because the definition of rape in the state of New York was the penetration of a woman's vajayjay with a man's pee-pee. Okay? Right? And of course, this was updated after the fact, but that's why they didn't qualify it as legal rape. But 2 years later, they updated their legal definition of rape to include to what happened to E. Jean Carroll, and the judge of the case ruled that her claims were substantially true, that she was a victim of rape. Does that answer your question?
So then you cannot state that to be the case. If you want to be honest, intellectually honest, you have to be honest about what the jury found out. And if the law changed after the fact, they can retry it again.
Great. So would you say that no American slave was ever victimized by rape because no legislation ever defined unconsensual sexual conduct with a slave to be rape?
No. But you can't say they were found guilty of violent SA if they were not found guilty of that.
He was literally held. Wait, so now you're moving the goalposts. Now you're talking about what he was found guilty of. Okay, right? So you would agree, right, that you could classify what would happen to a slave in American history as rape because that's what you define it as. So very similarly, that's the same sentiment that we'd hold towards Donald Trump. Stop being dense, like you're actually giving me a migraine.
Listen to your sentence. He was found liable for violent essay. That's what you said. That's not what happened.
Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is.
No, it's not, Dean.
How much do you want to bet?
Read it.
How much do you want to bet?
What,
Give me a number.
Whatever they donate to me, I think I have a penny right now. I'll make a bet on that. I'll donate you a penny.
All right,
a
give me
rose.
1 moment.
And civil's different than criminal.
Yeah, whole different claim. We're talking about what he's liable for doing.
That's why OJ was found not guilty.
Hey, dumbass, I want you to go off and read number 2 for me.
Yeah, where does it say violently? Where does it say that?
You're asking about the keyword violent?
Well, yeah, you keep saying it.
Dude, it's just defined as sexual abuse in the law.
Okay, and what is that considered?
What are you at? Sexual abuse is considered violent. That's why we call it violent sexual abuse. All sexual abuse is violent.
It says, Mr. Trump essayed Miss Carroll. Yes.
Yeah, so he was held liable for the violent sexual abuse of each
No,
of
you said violent.
Is any sexual... Wait, would you say that it's possible for someone to be sexually abused without it being violent?
I mean, that's not... You add those extra words to...
Because all sexual abuse is violent,
I get it,
fuck.
but
No. No, I'm actually very fed up with this bullshit. Here's the thing with you. You are hyperbolics, you are dense, you are crazy. You treat politics like it's just detached from the real world. Like you sit here and you hear about a woman, just like your mother, just like your granddaughter, just like your kids if you have any, just like your wife, which you definitely don't have, and you will sit here and you will learn that Donald Trump was held civilly liable for violently sexually abusing her, and then you will tell me that I can't call it violent? You dumb shit. If your wife got raped, would you call that violent? If your mother got sexually abused, would you call that violent? If your little girl, if your 10-year-old daughter got sexually abused, would you call that violent? It's fucking insanity that I have to sit here and convince a human being that sexual abuse is violent. But all because Daddy Trump's name is attached to it, you no longer give a shit. He's gonna burn America to the damn ground in front of your two own eyes, and because he did it with his orange ass hands, you won't care. Angelina, thank you for the galaxy. You don't give a shit. You treat it like a TV show. You treat it like a Netflix series. You treat it like something completely different, apart and detached from reality. These aren't real human beings to you. It's just a fucking sports teams that you bet on every 4 years. You don't care about E. Jean Carroll. And honestly, you probably don't care about Donald Trump that much. You just want an idea to stand behind because you felt so damn secluded by everybody in your life that has had good moral virtue and honest character. So then you want to be like the anti-sheep of the other crowd that rallies behind the fucking ex-convict con man that has raped a woman, violently so. And it's just gross to me. I can't believe I'm convincing a grown man that SA is violent. God damn, dude.
Why did you send your ex a C&D then? That's what she claims.
What is ex a C&D?
Your ex-girlfriend. Why does she claim that you sent her?
Madison, thank you so much for
Why did she claim you sent her a C&D so she couldn't speak?
About what? I don't. My ex-girlfriend. Who's my ex-girlfriend?
She had a whole TikTok video about it.
Who? I don't know who my ex-girlfriend.
Come on,
my ex-girlfriend with a TikTok account. Are you talking about Sabrina? She's not my ex-girlfriend.
Okay, the girl that you were with. Why did she say she received a C&D letter from you?
What's a C&D? A cease and desist?
Yes.
Oh, she never received a cease and desist.
She never.
I wanted to send her one when she was like yapping about me like a year ago.
Okay, because she was on like a couple months ago claiming that there was intimidation. That's what she was saying.
I mean, I should have sent her a cease and desist. She was like threatening my life. I think that's a good thing to do to someone that's sending you death threats.
I thought it was believe all women.
What does that have to do with anything? Wait, she didn't accuse me of rape or sexual abuse or anything.
Well, what did she
Believe all
accuse
women-
you of?
Megan,
that
thank
you
you for
would
the
have-
$3 on Venmo.
What did she accuse you of that would make you want to send a C and D to her?
No, she called me with a *67 and said that she was going to kill me.
And she claims that's not the case. So,
okay, and
do we believe her or should we believe you?
I don't really give a shit.
You don't give a shit. Okay. So you don't care.
And then
when
I mean,
one
like,
woman-
also like a legal C&D would only pertain towards like blatant defamation, right? So it would be like provable defamation of character in a court, and a C&D would only speak insofar, right, as like having Sabrina not spread defamation that could be proved in court. That's not like if that was like a form of like intimidation or violence, then it wouldn't be a legal channel for private citizens to partake in when there's another private party partaking in defamation of character. Right? So please tell me how telling someone, hey man, you can't defame my character to the extent in which is provable in a court of law is wrong.
Just like E. Jean Carroll, you should believe all women, and you should probably have her on so she can explain the situation.
What is there? Wait, so you're saying that we should believe every word that comes out of Sabrina's mouth? First of all, right, the reason that I believe E. Jean Carroll isn't just because she accused Trump of raping her, but also because she proved it in a court. And then secondly, what claim has Sabrina stated that she wants you to believe?
Whole video on it. You can look it up.
I just want you to know what you should be believing, asshole. Like you're saying, oh, believe all women. What has she said that you want everyone to believe?
Again, I don't want to take it out of context. You should look.
No, please, Justin, you're on the fucking spot. Yeah, you want to make like a correlation here to Sabrina, right? The person that called my phone, threatened my life, and then talked about the supposed size of my penis on a live for like 30 minutes, was literally talking about my penis for 30 minutes on a TikTok live. And what do you want to do with her? What has she said that you want to believe?
I mean, there's a lot of things she said. I would just
like what? Sarah, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. Oh, wait, I remember the time where she said that I'm not actually a real liberal and I just come on here to take people's money and then in private I'm a conservative. But then she followed that up by telling the whole world that when I went to her house, I debated her conservative dad and he didn't like me because of how liberal I was. If we should believe Sabrina, are you saying that we should believe contradictions can be true? You're way in over your head, buddy.
Like I said, if you want to believe all women, you should bring her on and at least debate her about it. Because
why would I bring someone on that's threatened my life and likes to talk about my genitalia?
I wouldn't want someone going around saying the things they're saying if they're not true. So.
Give me a good reason why I should bring someone on that's threatened my life and likes to talk about my penis. I think that's really disrespectful to my current girlfriend, don't you think, Justin?
Again, I just want to tell you.
Oh, so do you see how you get absolutely fucking silenced no matter where you redirect this conversation to, right? You couldn't handle a conversation about Donald Trump and E. Jean Carroll, so instead you decided to redirect it to Sabrina, the person that likes to talk about my penis, threaten my life, and lie on my name, then contradicts her own story. Damn.
Do you have evidence that she threatened your life? You said she *69'd you.
No, I don't have evidence, and I don't need evidence because it's not a claim that I'm making insofar
You just
as
said she threatened your life. That is.
Why do I need evidence for that?
Because you.
Amir, thank you for the $1.50.
You just said she threatened your life.
Hey, Justin, did you eat dinner a week ago?
No, I actually just drink water.
Oh, so you don't eat any food? Yeah,
No.
You're obviously being hyperbolic. You did have dinner a week ago. Do you have any evidence that you ate dinner a week ago?
Yeah, I have receipts.
From where?
From all the places I've eaten.
Oh, wait, so you go out, you never eat at home?
Well, if I eat at home, I have, I buy groceries, so I have receipts for that too.
Yeah, but do you have any evidence that you actually ate the groceries? You could have just thrown them out. Do you see the point? So when I'm just having like a casual conversation telling you something that did happen, then you're like, do you have evidence of it? No, I don't have fucking evidence, but I'm not going to do anything with a claim. Like, no, you don't have to have evidence for every single word that comes out of your mouth. And quite frankly, I'm fine with you not believing that because I don't have evidence. Like, I don't give a shit. Who cares what Justin B thinks? I know that your wife certainly doesn't. That's why she left you. I know that your 18-year-old daughter certainly doesn't. That's why she told you when she moves out, she's never going to see you again. And I know that no one personally in your life doesn't either, because that's why you're going to die alone.
Yeah,
Damn,
dude,
and if you don't like the personal low blows, maybe you shouldn't have brought up the ex-girlfriend.
Low blows. I'm just talking about believing all women. If you're going to believe E.G. Carroll, you might want to believe all women when they say certain things.
And once again, this is going to be a red herring because it is the case that once again, I've already predicated my trust in E.G. Carroll's accusations specifically on the findings of the court insofar as a unanimous jury of 9 believing her because of the preponderance of evidence submitted. So instead of being an anti-intellectual asshole that just wants to come on here and throw these slogans around, strawman my position, and act as if I'm the fraud, how about you sit back, think, use your brain, and apply it to the circumstances of the civil court that, due to a preponderance of evidence, held Trump liable for her rape.
Well, if you claim that Sabrina threatened you, maybe she has to prove.
There's a pivot. See, there's a pivot. Yeah, sure. There's a pivot. Nice.
She has to prove that that's not true.
There's a pivot. Out of like total respect for my girlfriend,
Sounds like she
I
needs
don't
to
really
send
want to
you-
talk about Sabrina. But you know what? She's like what, 18, 19? No wonder you love talking about her so much. You fucking old
she was
creep.
on another
Well.
line.
Anon, thank you so much for the $25. Shut the fuck up. Anon, thank you so much for the $25 donation on PayPal.
Woo! Thank you.
Oh, we've gotten pissed
talking
now
to
because
me.
of the
I'm
donos.
getting paid.
Hey, one second. Can I thank my donor?
No, I'm actually thanking my donor. I just got $45.
No, I'm thinking Anon, thank you seriously so much for the $25 donation on PayPal. I do really appreciate you for the love. Everybody, please do show some love to Anon down below in the chat for the $25 donation. Thank you so much, man. Go ahead, man. You can thank your fake donor because you're pissed that I'm getting in.
You want me to send a screenshot of it? But I appreciate the time, Dean.
Wait, show us the screenshot.
You want me to show you a screenshot?
Yeah. I mean, you offered. Let's see the screenshot of the person that donated you $45.
It was actually 100, Dean.
Hannah, thank you for the $10 donation on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love.
It's been fun. I appreciate
Wait, no,
it.
don't leave. We want to see the
Hopefully,
screenshot.
Sabrina doesn't send you a
No, wait. We want to see the screenshot.
Dean,
Hey, Justin, stop. No,
Hopefully
you asked me if you could show us a screenshot of your $100 donation. Let's see it.
Dean, you're a good kid. I hope you grow up one day.
Oh, wait. So you're running away because you don't have a screenshot?
No, I'm
because you're
not
lying.
running. I just think it's hilarious, dude.
No, I think it's hilarious. That's why I want you to stay on the live and provide us a screenshot of your $100 donation. Let's see it, man. You offered. I mean, like, who's the real immature little pipsqueak? You offer me a screenshot of the donation that you got, then I say, sure, sir, I'd love to see it. And you're like, nah, I'm going to actually leave. Well, that's kind of rude, don't you think? I think that you have to substantiate your claim, all right, especially in the circumstance that you're going to offer evidence.
Dean, you might need to go back selling like guru courses, dude.
Eli, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. Here's a real donation. See, I could screenshot and show you the donation from Eli for $10. So where's the screenshot of your $100 donation?
How much did you make off your guru courses?
So anything but showing me my screenshot. I'll answer your question once you answer mine.
Dean, I'm not going to
Audrey, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. That's right,
But
Justin.
Dean-
We're going to move on to our next guest. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest does have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Justin was fucking insufferable. Holy shit. God, I'm so happy that I know how to deal with people like him. We just have like all the obsessed old men coming out on this topic. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, just do give us a minute to get our next guest up in the box. All right, y'all. We are in the queue. Make sure that you do think that men are better at leading than women. That was pretty bad. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. Next time, drop him quickly. Maybe I should start doing that. I just like to fuck with him. Hey, what's going on, Marky? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Yo, what up, dude? I didn't mean to join, but
You're good, man. Continue to eat your meal. Continue to eat your meal, bro. Continue to eat your meal. We're gonna move on to our next guest here, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, just do give us a minute. And if you would like to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal are in my bio. And we got our next guest loading in right now. Oh shit! I just threw my cards all over me. For my brother Seth. Seth, thank you so much for the $1 on PayPal. I appreciate that. And then Anon, thank you so much for the $15 donation once again. That is the same Anon that has been showing so much love literally all day. Show some love to Anon. I really appreciate you for that love. Thank you so much. Then also, you guys, let me know as soon as Parker's live, and we'll go hang out with him for a little bit. What's up, Goose? Did you vote for... Oh, wait, did you vote for Trump? That's crazy. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, give me just a minute to say this. I don't think that I am a Swedish social democratic youth, and I like you very much. Thank you very much.
Hey man, I appreciate you too. W Swedes, W Swedes. We all fuck with you here. We all fuck with you here. W Swedes, W Swedes. What's going on? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Yes, in some ways.
How old are you?
24.
Okay, why?
I just feel like women can lead in some positions, but as far as being in office, I don't believe that it would be a good idea.
So why are men better at leading in office than women?
They're not as emotional. They're tougher than we are, and we all have to just understand that.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. Whoa. So you think that you're like the most emotional guests I've had on the live all day because you're a woman and they've all been men?
Yeah.
Chat, how do we feel about that? No, I mean, I just want to be so fucking real. How do we feel about that? Is Jenna like the most emotional guest we've had on the live all day, or like probably like the least? She's the calmest guest so far. So I don't know how far that claim's gonna get you. And Jesse, thank you for the $15 on Venmo saying why not. I do really appreciate you for the love, Jesse. Everybody shows some love to Jesse in the comment section for the $15 donation. So if women are just so much more emotional than men, what's been going on with all the boys on the stream all day, man? They've been like, one like doxed like a girl I was with for a while. One was talking about like a park in my hometown. A lot of people like slurring. A lot of like why do we only see the men doing this?
Emotional in the way of we go through 4 different phases a month. Girls are lying if they're saying they're not getting emotional all the time. We let our feelings get in the way.
Is that what you're talking about? 4 different phases? Are you talking about like a menstruation cycle?
Yes, they're all different.
Okay, yeah, and what hormone is elevated on like your period?
I'm sorry?
What hormone is elevated on your period?
I believe it's estrogen.
Testosterone.
Oh yeah, you are right. I'm sorry. Testosterone, yes. But I get that. But even so, unless you have a testosterone imbalance, such as someone with PCOS, they have more testosterone than the average woman. That still doesn't make you, like, we are just built, like, we're not built, I don't want to say built different, that's kind of weird, but like, I feel like we're not equipped for some of that kind of stuff. Like, and I'm a woman and I'm here saying that.
Okay, Jenna. So let's just, you know what? We're just gonna go to get a man up here for you to debate with. I just think that that's a really funny dynamic, chat. You're gonna see where I'm going with this. It's always a fun one. If you've watched these lives before, you know where I go with this. But Jenna. So I think that you could really convince me here. But before you do, I want to just ask Manny real quick. Hey, what's up, man? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
What's good, Dean?
How old are you?
17, is that okay?
You got to be at least 18 years old to be on the live. We're going to get another guest up in the box. Everybody just do give us a minute. But I do just want to clarify with you. Maybe you can convince me of your position. You know, I'm open-minded. So some guy came up earlier and gave a piece of evidence for that theory that women are more emotional than men. What's up? One moment.
Sure. Yeah, and there is, I'm a psych major, and we do look into the different, men versus women in some situations, and I believe it's just studies, and I'm sure I could pull one up as well.
Yeah. So like a piece of evidence that someone gave me earlier was the idea that women like commit self-unaliving more likely to like abuse hard drugs as an unhealthy coping mechanism for like unprocessed emotions.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about like that argument that like women are more emotional than men, and like some evidence for that is that they're more prone to self-unaliving and like more prone to like drugs and like hard substance abuse?
So you know what? I haven't looked too much into, and I'm not here I think you're super intelligent. I'm just kind of giving my take on this. So as far as like we're more prone to, words I can and cannot say on here. Or
let's just focus on those 2 points. Like women like self-unalive more than men, like drastically so. It's like 74% of self-unalivings are done by women.
Is that the statistic? I never knew that.
And I think what that demonstrates to me is like women, like unlike men, just deal with their emotions differently and process them in more like violent manners, and they have these larger outbursts, right, which like decrease their rational capacities. Because like although like suicide, self-unaliving is very like serious and it should be taken very seriously, one thing that we can say is that it's definitely not someone not something someone would do with a rational thought process. Like you're never going to rationalize self-unaliving, right? So I think that this demonstrates that emotions can kind of overtake a woman and decrease their level of rationality and make them do more crazy things like self-unaliving, hard substance abuse, etc. Would you agree with me here?
I mean, I can see where you're coming from, yes, but I know men that struggle with alcoholism and everything of that such as well. So I have not really seen studies on that, but I'm interested to look more now that you set that up.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure. Like, I know men that have self-unalived. I know men that have struggled with, like, hard substance abuse. But, like, the point that I'm making, right, is that women do it disproportionately more, right?
Yeah.
And I think that this is a really good example that shows, like, women are probably biologically, like, predispositioned to express their emotion more erratically and irrationally compared to men.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying on that. Yes, I do. I actually get that.
So now just replace the word woman with the word man, because it's actually men who commit 74% of suicides and 83% of like hard drug substance abuses, so like an unhealthy coping mechanism to deal with unprocessed emotions. They also commit like 92% of like violent crimes like arson, kidnapping, cyberbullying with threats of violence. We started all wars, all genocides. Like same thing could also be said for like gambling, drunk driving, reckless driving. So every single word that I just like uttered out of my mouth that you were like, yeah, I see it. Men, not women.
Yeah, and I get your point on that. It's just at the end of the day, I feel like we let our Parker's on, by the way. I just got my notification. I know you wanted someone to tell you when he was on. But I just feel like we use our emotions too much. And I'm not even misogynist or anything of that matter, but that's the way I feel.
Dude, I gave you an argument to rationalize, right, your position that women are more emotional than men with the use of empirical evidence. But I tricked you because everything that I said was actually true of men and false of women. So like using your logic, we could literally reason ourselves to the conclusion that men are more emotional than women.
Okay, I can get your point on that for sure. And I will do some more research then.
But I mean, so another interesting fact that may be worth your consideration here.
Yeah.
It was with how men display their emotions compared to how women display their emotions. So what we see is that women will release more emotion in less emotion in longer intervals. Meanwhile, men will release more emotion in shorter intervals. A really good way to kind of like conceptualize this is your ability to bottle your emotions up. Women don't bottle their emotions up typically because women are more emotionally stable than men typically, right? And this is analytically true, and we could study that with emotional intelligence quotas, right? And the mature thing to do when you're presented with external stimuli that generate negative emotional reactions is to express them in a mature manner, right? And that's what women are more predispositioned to do. Men, on the other hand, they don't. They'll bottle it up. They won't express them in a mature manner. And for like 9 out of 10 times, they won't express them at all. But what that leads to in the long term is more like large emotional outbursts that are crazy, like punching a hole in your wall or burning your house down when your wife leaves you, or being significantly more predispositioned towards violent crimes.
Do we think it's because of the stigma against men and their mental health, and men kind of like the social standard of men not being allowed to really show their emotions?
That's gonna be a part of it for sure, but who made that social standard?
I get that. No, yeah.
It wasn't the women.
My mind a little bit, yes.
It certainly wasn't the women who made that social standard. It's like men. It's like men. You know, alpha gym bro. If you like abuse women and post pictures of your muscles and talk about how you haven't cried since you came out of the womb, But like beta soy boy, if like you're more reasonable and expressive, etc. But I do just want to point out that like you've actually expressed your emotions the least out of any person that's been in my life today.
I am a calm person for the most. Like, I get like I'm kind of like being hypocritical because I am pretty calm, but at the same time, like it's just how I felt for the longest time. You know, I'm not saying it's impossible for a woman to lead. I just think maybe it's confusing to think about because we haven't really seen it in the Oval Office, I should say.
I don't think that that's a valid concern. We hadn't like seen a black person in the Oval Office before Obama, but obviously not a lot of like any like non-racist person didn't even consider that in their evaluation of if they'd vote for him or not. In the same way that we shouldn't really consider if they're a woman or a man. It's just completely irrelevant to their leadership abilities. But I'm going to head over to Parker's stream. Is there anything else that you wanted to add on here before I dip?
No, but thank you for educating me on those statistics, and I will look into it.
Yeah, have a good one, Jenna.
All right.
Would you all comment at Parker Get a Job down below in the comment section? We are going to go ahead and hang out with him for about another 30 minutes before we get off for the day. So everyone head over to at Parker Get a Job. Let's go show him some love. Let's go send him a raid. I will see you all over there very, very, very shortly. Peace out, y'all. At Parker Get a Job.